Mass Mutual pregame show. Mass Mutual Insurance, Planning, Investments. Now, here's Christian Arcan.
Good evening, Red Sox fans, and welcome into the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. I'm Christian Arcan. After a statement sweep of the Astros at Fenway over the weekend, the Red Sox feeling good about themselves as they welcome the Royals into town. Players and coaches alike remarking that the energy at Fenway and the results on the field were translating, as well as the Sox on a 5-game win streak and sitting at a season-high 11 games over 500 heading into last night's opener. Brian Bayo got the ball opposite Bailey Falter for Kansas City, and after seeing two of the best lefties in baseball over the weekend in Hunter Brown and Framber Valdez, Falter's stuff must have looked a lot more hittable as the Red Sox bats pounced on him right in the first inning. First three batters, Romy Gonzalez, Alex Bregman, and Wilyer Abreu, all got on with 2 singles and a walk, respectively. That brought up Rob Refsnyder with the bases loaded and nobody out.
Pitch driven into left field. That's a base hit. 2 runs will score. Romy home. Bregman right behind him. Refsnyder delivers, and it's 2-0 Red Sox.
It's just getting silly, Willie. I'll tell you what. This is a scary team, and it's even scarier when there's a wrong-hander out there on the mound. Already a mound visit.
Couple of silly willies in the booth last night. We'll be talking to one of them here in just a minute. A 2-run RBI single for Refsnyder. That's 4 ribbies in his last 3 games for him. Total lefty killer, one of many on this team. Refsnyder pulling an OPS of .907 against lefties this year. But the Red Sox were not done there. After pop-outs from Trevor Story and Ceddanne Rafaela, Jarren Duran came up with 2 on and 2 out.
2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. Duran drives one high into center field and is back at the wall. It is gone! 3-run homer! Straightaway center! Wow! Goodbye, JD! And it's 5-0 Red Sox.
This is getting silly. Oh my goodness. 2-2 slider. He looks silly.
Tater tot number 12 for Mr. Duran, who has 11 extra base hits in his last 11 games, including 4 home runs, just on an absolute tear right now. His blast gave the Red Sox a 5-0 lead, and that makes it your play of last night's game, which is brought to you by Nissan. Stay tuned after the game for the Nissan postgame show. You deserve a car that thrills you, and Nissan has an exciting full line that will put goosebumps on your goosebumps. Experience the thrill for yourself. Shop your local Nissan store and nissanusa.com today. Armed with a 5-0 lead, Bayo went to work. He didn't have his best stuff last night, scattered some hits and walks, but mostly stranded base runners. Red Sox would get an RBI single from Rafaela in the third to go up 6-0. The Royals would finally get on the board in the fourth on an Adam Frazier sac fly to make it 6-1. That run unearned, however. Alex Bregman would get it back in the bottom of the inning to make it 7-1 with a Wilyer Abreu RBI single in the 7th. That made it 8-1. Then in the 8th inning, things got a bit hairy. Jorge Alcala, who's been shaky since that Twin series, greeted by Vinny Pasquantino and Michael Garcia with back-to-back home runs to lead off the inning. That made it 8-3. A Mike Yastrzemski a double later, and that was all for Alcala, who came in with a big lead, but he and Justin Wilson combined to give up 5 in the inning. That's the bad news. The good news is that's as close as the Royals would get. Chapman pitched the 9th. Red Sox take the opener 8-5. Your final from Fenway. With the win, Sox now a season-high 12 games over 500 for the first time since the end of the 2021 season, and that's not all. They are an MLB best 23-8 in their last 31 games and are 22-5 in their last 27 home games, having won 13 of their last 14 at Fenway. They've also won 5 straight games against lefty starters. Brian Bayo's final line: 6 innings, 1 earned run, 5 strikeouts, 1 walk. He picks up the win, improves to 8-5. Bayo has allowed 3 earned or fewer in each of his last 14 appearances, including 13 starts. He picks up another quality start, his 12th of the year. In fact, the Red Sox are tied for the American League lead in quality starts this year, second only behind the Phillies for the Major League lead. Red Sox look to add another one to the ledger tonight. It's a crochet day, and that brings us to tonight's pitching matchup, which is brought to you by Town Fair Tire. For the best prices on tires, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody. For the Red Sox, the big hoss, the big pig, man-bear pig himself, Garrett Crochet. He have the 12-4 record and the 2.23 ERA in 22 starts. He finished July. How about these numbers? 4-0 with a 1.73 ERA in 4 starts. Red Sox obviously won all 4 of them. Nasty. He did allow a lot of hits, though, in those 4 starts, 28 to be exact, but only 5 earned runs. He hasn't recorded a loss since May 26th. And since then, he's 8-0 with 2 no decisions, and the Red Sox in that span are 9-1. He did give up 2 solo home runs in the first inning against the Dodgers last week to Shohei Ohtani and Teoscar Hernandez, but that was it as the Red Sox went on to win the game. For Kansas City, it'll be righty Ryan Bergert getting the start. He's 1-0 with a 2.78 ERA in 7 starts. He was traded to Kansas City from the Padres at the deadline, along with Steven Kolick, in one of the more baffling trades, I think, of the entire week. For Freddie Fermin, the backup catcher, is who the Padres, or for me, excuse me, is who the Padres really wanted so much that they were willing to give up 2 young, not great, but cost-controlled starting pitchers. In this particular instance here for Bergert, he is 25 years old, a righty from Canton, Ohio, has not made it through 5 innings in his last 4 starts. He started the year as a reliever for the Padres. He became a starter in June. First pitch coming your way tonight at 7:10, and it's brought to you by Jeffrey Glassman Injury Lawyers, Boston's go-to injury attorney for over 30 years. If you've been hurt in a car or work accident, you got to get Glassman. Call all 7s at 617-777-7777. Time now for the Baseball Isn't Boring 2-Minute Grill with Rob Bradford, presented by McFarland Energy, the region's most dependable provider of home heating oil, including BioHeat, as well as expert HVAC services at McFarlandEnergy.com. Some of you may remember right before the game, right before first pitch, Roman Anthony, a very, very late scratch. Roman Anthony now here with Bradford to talk about it.
There's no human being I'd rather be talking to for the 2-minute grill than Roman Anthony. So your back feels better?
Yeah, feeling good today. Woke up in a better spot. And yeah, be ready to go.
Were you worried at all yesterday because it just sort of came out of the blue, and anytime you deal with back stuff, it's sort of dicey, but did you feel like it was going to be not a big deal?
Yeah, I think anytime something like that just kind of pops up on you, real quick after, going through a whole day of feeling normal, I think, the flags sort of raise a little bit, but for me, just getting with the trainers shortly after and the staff we have and making the decision to just be cautious, felt really good about it, shortly after, and as we worked on it throughout the night, it just continued to feel better and better.
And you had never had anything like that?
No, never.
Well, you're only 21. I mean, it's like...
Yeah.
Just wait. You'll have it plenty of times.
Yeah.
But there is a question I want to ask. Sort of, I remembered a moment in this Red Sox dugout that I had 17 years ago, whatever it was, 2007, Dustin Pedroia's rookie year, and he just looked out and he said, he turned to Cora, who was playing with him, and he said, "Is it like this everywhere?" And Cora's like, "No." So you're going through this, right? A lot of guys play for a long time and don't get experience Fenway Park when it counts.
Yeah.
What's it been like for you?
It's been unbelievable. It's just amazing. You look at last night, and I'm inside and I'm in the training room and I'm listening to the broadcast, which I don't really get to listen to because I'm usually playing. And, they just say, hey, it's a sold out night. There's, 37,000.
Paid, by the way. Paid.
Yeah, exactly. So, and you hear that on a Monday night, and you're just like, this is unbelievable. There's nowhere else like this. And yeah, it's true. Like you get this. We get to play 6 games in a row here, and then you go on the road, and sometimes you're like, oh my gosh, what? You come out to the stretch line at 20 minutes before the national anthem, and there's 10,000 people there, and you're like, oh boy, this is a whole lot different than where we were last night. So yeah, it's just it's amazing to play here, and I'm just lucky to play here. You don't get that in other places, and you certainly don't get that on Monday night, regardless of who you're playing. So that's what's so special about this place, and we're playing good baseball. We're keeping the fans in it, and they show up regardless. So got to give all the credit to them.
The last thing is I think you had said to me before that when you go home, you just want to come back. Like you just want the next day to already be here. Congratulations on having a job like that. But that must be, even since we talked maybe a month or so ago, but that must be amped up even more, right?
Yeah, it's continued to get better and better. And I felt like that on night one when I made my debut, but yeah, it's like you play these games and there's so much energy here and all the stuff that goes on and the fans and the way that they stay into the game for every pitch throughout 9 innings, it's special. And you feel that, and then the game ends, and you wind down, and you're like, wow, can we go back out?
It's the game at 7 a.m.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just amazing. And then you talk about Sunday, we play at 11 a.m. I feel like in a lot of ballparks, 11 a.m. game, you'd kind of question what's the crowd going to look like, and boom, we're sold out, and it's like, holy cow, this is insane. And credit to our team, to our staff. I think we're doing a great job right now of really keeping them in it, and embracing these fans and embracing how much they show up every night, and the passion they have for the Red Sox and for this community, and we try to give that back to them by going out every night and giving all we got every single night, and we're doing a great job of that right now. So we just got to keep it going and keep that main goal the main goal.
Congratulations on your success in your youth.
Thank you, appreciate it.
That was Roman Anthony with Rob Bradford, congratulating him on his youth. And as you could hear there from Mr. Anthony, he's not in the lineup tonight, but says he's feeling much better. You can watch Red Sox pregame on Twitch. Just follow WEEI, brought to you by Subaru of New England. There's a lot to love about a brand new Subaru. Find yours at SubaruofNewEngland.com. Coming up in about 15 minutes, we have Will Fleming sitting down with Alex Cora, brought to you by your New England Ford dealers and the Ford Summer Sales Event. Hurry in and get great deals now, including on the F-Series, the official truck of the Boston Red Sox. But coming up next, we'll head live to Fenway Park, talk to one of the silly willies there. That would be Will Middlebrooks, who is not doing Nesson tonight, so he'll be able to join us, and that's coming up next here on the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow.
Your burger is served, and this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. Its sweet profile perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger.
That is one perfect combination. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
Heading back to school? Head to DSW first and save up to 25% on select styles from big deal brands. Score major savings on must-have shoes and accessories from Nike, Adidas, Crocs, Reebok, Hey Dude, and Under Armour. You don't want to miss this one. These brands are almost never on sale. Whether you're prepping for the kids' first day back or just for a busier calendar, get up to 25% off A+ styles for women, men, and kids at your DSW store or DSW.com for a limited time.
I'm Josh Scherer.
And I'm Nicole Inaidi.
And we're the cooks responsible for all the strange dishes on the internet's most watched daily show, Good Mythical Morning with Rhett and Link, and our own YouTube channel, Mythical Kitchen.
Between the two of us, we've worked almost every weird job the food industry has to offer, and we've developed some pretty strong opinions.
The strongest opinions, Nicole. Opinions so strong they need to be heard on an easily consumable auditory medium.
Does pineapple belong on pizza?
Are boneless wings just poser nuggets?
Is cereal soup?
Follow and listen to A Hot Dog is a Sandwich.
Free on the Odyssey app and everywhere you get your podcasts.
A summer day is the most righteous time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of bold refreshment.
Give me a river, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew.
Do the Dew.
You're listening to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Welcome back. This is the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. I'm Christian Arcand. It is a crochet day here in the Commonwealth. Garrett Crochet on the hill for the Red Sox tonight as they take on the Kansas City Royals and righty starter Ryan Bergert. And for more on that, joining us here from Fenway Park is Will Middlebrooks with a rare night off from his Nesson duties. Gets to talk to me. Lucky you there, Will. How's it going tonight, buddy?
Well, I think everyone can feel the way I do. It feels good coming to the park when things are going as well as they are over the last month or so for this team.
Yeah, certainly are, and playing their best baseball now by far. And I think when you look at the stats and the numbers here from the last month or so, well, this pitching staff really has been incredible. And a lot of it has to do with the two guys who have made the two previous starts here, Lucas Giolito and last night Brian Bayo, who has now become a walking quality start. And you know just as well as I do that there was a point this season where we weren't sure this guy's going to be making it out of the fifth inning on any given time that he took the mound. What an incredible evolution. Where do you think his ceiling is this year?
I think we're seeing who we were hoping we would get over the last couple of years and hoping he would turn into. And I think this was number one, a maturity thing. He's had to grow up a little bit. And we've seen several things go wrong in his last few outings and him not unravel emotionally, which we've seen in the past with him, which that domino effect starts and then it's just off the rails after that. That's part of growing up. And at some point we have to, give some credit to Alex Cora, right? He's a big part of that for Brian Bayo. He's a big part of this team. Obviously, what he's doing with a good amount of role players and rookies and playing. I mean, I will always go back to this. It's going to drive me insane, and I'm going to keep talking about it because it's wild. All the one-run losses. Have you won 7 of those 20 one-run losses or whatever? You're the best team in baseball.
Oh, by like 5 games, probably,
Isn't
right?
That insane? We're 5 games out of being the best team in baseball, which is absolutely insane to think about because of some of the stretches we've gone on and driven ourselves nuts over trying to figure this team out. And then we look up and we're what? We're 3 games out of the division. We're leading the wild card race. And speaking of off the rails, that's what I just did on your first question about Brian Bayo. And but in all honesty, the kicker for not only this season, but if they do get into the postseason, because I don't want to get ahead of myself, will be Giolito and Bayo, because it's great. You have one really good starter, an ace in Crochet. That can only get you so far in the postseason, right? You got to have a couple more. And if you're getting starts out of Giolito and Bayo like we've been seeing, and Bayo's consistently, 10 of his last 12 outings have gone at least 6 innings. Like, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Like the bullpen is so much fresher. You're going to get Slayton back. You're probably going to get help from guys like David Sandlin. I don't know if we're going to see a Peyton Tolley sighting or not, because you only have a couple extra spots that you can add to the roster in September. But I think, they just moved David Sandlin out of the rotation, I think today or yesterday, and put him into the bullpen because that's going to be his role with this team. So that's pretty exciting also.
That is exciting, and that game last night was probably a little more exciting than it needed to be because of Alcala in the bullpen. Yeah. That was not a game we were expecting Garrett Whitlock or Aroldis Chapman to have to pitch in. It's 2 more months, so they've come this far. But any concern that maybe this pen might be getting stretched a little thin here?
A little bit. I think the emergence of Chris Murphy's been a really big pickup. I mean, him coming out of surgery and he had that one bad outing in Chicago. I think he got 3 homers, but other than that, he's been nails. Jordan Hicks, big question marks there, but you are going to get Slayton back, so that's going to add. Justin Wilson, Weissert, Whitlock, Chapman, these guys have been unbelievable. Isaiah Campbell's probably not going to be a big part of that. This mix. I think he's here for right now because one. You can't have Bernie back yet because you just optioned him, so you got to wait a few days. Zach Kelly came off the IL; he was optioned 2 days ago, so that's going to take time. So it probably would have been one of those guys had they not recently been optioned. And like I said, you're going to add David Sandlin. It looks like, and that's a guy that can throw 100 miles an hour and be an impact arm out of the pen also. So I'm not too worried. I know no one. I'm sick of talking about the trade deadline, but I am going to say I do like Steven Matz. I think he's a really good addition. He's been good this year. He wasn't the name we all wanted, so we're kind of like, oh, we don't care. But he's a really good addition, and if they're going to keep using him in a 1-inning role, I think he'll stay healthier and be more effective.
In the past and in the World Series years, Will, just as well, you were there for him, but the Red Sox in those years had some pretty special guys at the back end of the bullpen, from Folk to Papelbon, Koji, Kimbrel, all these guys. Aroldis Chapman, I mean, the season that he's having, it's a special one for sure. And it has to, I mean, you got to be watching this guy thinking, yeah, this is the kind of closer you need to do what this team has done in the past.
Well, I'm just glad they didn't trade him, right?
Right.
Because that's a guy that you could get premium prospect for, because who doesn't want an arm like that in the back end of your bullpen going into the postseason, or really just trying to get to the postseason. So keeping him was a big sign of what they feel about this team. And look, at 37 years old, I know how my body feels at 36. And he is built like a statue, and that's not by mistake. I mean, this guy's regimen is insane. Whether he's on the road or in Boston, he's at a gym that's not at the stadium getting his lift in. He comes to the stadium, he's doing his mobility work, his soft tissue work, and it's nonstop work. And that's what it's got to be to still be throwing 102 miles an hour at age 37 and be this consistent. And the fact that he has fixed his biggest issue, which was throwing strikes and command, because it is hard to command 100-plus miles an hour with movement. And he's made his secondary pitches that much better with the slider and the split. he's having one of his better years, right? And he's 37 years old, and I'm glad he's wearing a Red Sox uniform.
Will, last couple of years, not much happened at the deadline, and the team responded very negatively. Obviously, that's not the case this season. What's different?
It's a different group. I think it is still young in a sense when you're looking at the past years, but it's a different group of young guys. I mean, Narvaez is second in WAR. I know we don't like talking about WAR. I get it. No, the old head's coming for me, but that matters. He's really good. He doesn't play like a rookie. 21-year-old Roman Anthony doesn't play like a rookie. By the way, talk to him. I heard the Bradford thing too. He's good to go. And Alex Bregman, I think, is key to everything. And I know we keep talking about that, but it is insane the amount of work that he has to put. The amount of work you have to put in to just be a big league player and get yourself ready to play every day is insane. To be that good of a player, but the fact that you can watch him go over scouting reports of all of his teammates, and he sat down there and worked with Masataka Yoshida and his translator and was moving Masa's body around and working with him, and then he'll go over to Trevor Story and work with him, and then he'll go to the rookies, he'll go to the pitchers, he'll go to the coaching staff. He's the kicker for me because the whole tone, the whole attitude of the clubhouse is all about winning, and that's all that matters right now. And I think that goes back to Alex Cora, and it goes back to Alex Bregman.
Brooksy, great stuff. Looking forward to the call tonight.
All right, let's have some fun.
Okay, that is Will Middlebrooks live at Fenway in the booth. Him and Will Fleming will have the call of the game tonight, Red Sox and the Royals. And coming up next, Will Fleming will sit down with Alex Cora. That's presented by your New England Ford dealers. I'm Christian Arcand. This is the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow.
Moms, dads, are you the parent of a student athlete? Do you want to know how to get the most out of youth sports? If so, listen to the Next Pitch podcast to give you the tools to raise an aspiring athlete. It's not simple, but we talk straight and give you the best insight there is when it comes to youth sports. We'll cover everything from nutrition and training to mental toughness and teamwork. It's a podcast you can listen to together with your kids so everyone can benefit. Follow Next Pitch on the Odyssey app or wherever you listen to podcasts.
Your burger is served, and this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. Its sweet profile perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger.
That is one perfect combination. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
Going on vacation? We're here for it. With kids who turn a backseat into a courtroom drama over whose tablet is louder, whose charger is faster, and why watching the same cartoon for the 100th time is a human right? Yep, we totally have vehicles to handle that. Because whether it's a road trip or a business trip, where your flight's delayed, your phone's at 2%, and your dinner, whatever's open, yeah, here for that too. Enterprise, we're here for it.
At some health systems, cancer care can make you feel like a number. At South Coast Health Cancer Care, you're more than a diagnosis. We offer the most advanced treatments and the latest surgical advancements, led by a connected team of experts who not only see your cancer, but all of you. Because healing isn't just medicine, it's compassion, it's connection, it's care that knows your story and walks along with you. We are South Coast Health Cancer Care. Visit southcoast.org/cancercare.
Summer's here, and it's time to bring the heat in a new Honda. Head out on an unforgettable adventure. Or take a sporty sedan for a spin. All while driving with confidence. Check out the Civic, Accord, or HR-V during the Honda Summer event.
See dealer for financing details.
A summer day is the most righteous time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of bold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me a river, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
Make money from your podcast with the Odyssey Creator Lab. You create the show, we bring the advertisers. Apply now at creators.odyssey.com.
Oh, hey.
Hey, thanks for meeting me here. It's just, you're my only lawyer friend, and I need your professional opinion. You see that brand new Hyundai Tucson out there? That's all I paid for it.
Let me get back to you on that. Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days on all Hyundai Palisade, Santa Fe, and Santa Fe hybrid models. And check out our other great deals at your Hyundai dealer today. Offer ends September 2nd. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at ethos.com/radio. That's ethos.com/radio.
Still getting around to that fix on your car? You got this. On eBay, you'll find millions of parts guaranteed to fit. Doesn't matter if it's a major engine repair or your first time swapping your windshield wipers. eBay has that part you need, ready to click perfectly into place for changes big and small. Loud or quiet. Find all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. But you already know that. eBay. Things, people, love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Oh, no.
Ah, that's the sound of someone who's misplaced
My debit card.
their debit card.
Where did I leave that thing?
Not at the gas pump, or the checkout counter, or the roof of your car. Now, if he has the Chase mobile app, he can use Card Lock.
Wait, I could just lock my card.
Yep, just a few tippy taps on his phone, and that sound, that's peace of mind from Chase.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. J.P. Morgan Chase Bank N.A. Member FDIC.
This is Alex Cora. You are listening to the home of the Red Sox, WEEI.
Welcome back to the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. I'm Christian Arcan. A beautiful night at Fenway Park here for the Red Sox and the Royals, game 2 of this 3-game set. And before every game, we interview Red Sox manager Alex Cora. Alex Cora on WEEI is brought to you by your New England Ford dealers and the Ford Summer Sales Event. Hurry in to get great deals now, including on F-Series, the official truck of the Boston Red Sox. Here with manager Alex Cora is the voice of the Red Sox, Will Fleming.
Sox keep rolling. KC here for game 2 and with the manager Alex Cora. Another fun Fenway night. I mean, the fan base is really bought into this team. You go everywhere in town, there's a real buzz. I'm sure people are talking to you on the streets everywhere you go. This is quite a run your club is on.
Yeah, if they join me and run with me, they can talk to me. No, all kidding aside, it's been fun. It's been fun, and we talk about it the last few years, right? You have to dominate at Fenway, and we're doing that. You have to play well against the division. We're doing that, and we put ourselves in the conversation on the AL East, you know, and that's the cool thing about this wall, right? It reminds you how good you are or how bad you are, you know, and it's been tough the last few years, but glad that we are in this position, that we're playing good baseball, that it's not only momentum, you know. We talk about it as a group right before we play the Cubs, you know. People say, oh, it's a 10-game, you know, we got hot against Colorado and the Nationals, but we beat a good Tampa team, and I told the guys, hey, this is who we are, you know, regardless of what happened here in Chicago, Philly, whatever, we're going to play some tough teams. And you know what happens most of the time when you play those teams? You lose series on the road. And we're doing a good job, and hopefully we can continue.
You know, you look around your defense, a couple misplays that were just sort of fluky last night, but Bregman at third, Story at short. By the numbers, Narvaez has been about the best behind the plate. You got guys handling it at first, and you got the best outfield defense in the game. Is that one of the main reasons you think things have sort of steadied here?
Yeah, you pitch, you play defense, you have a shot. And we've seen it throughout the years in our division. You know, Tampa, that's what they do. And that's the reason they're always in the hunt. The Brewers, they do that. Cleveland does the same thing. You know we're going to hit here. We know it. You're right. Sometimes it's going to be homers, sometimes it's going to be doubles, but you will always score runs at Fenway Park. But if you don't play defense, if you don't pitch, you're going to be in a tough spot, and, you know, so far so good.
Late scratch for Roman yesterday. Kind of came out of nowhere when he took the line to stretch. What's the latest on him today? I saw him moving around, looked pretty good.
No, he's ready to go. But I learned this from the great Osugi, and, you know, if you come out of the lineup once, I'll make sure I'll take you out of the lineup the second time so you can actually get 48 hours. No, but all kidding aside, I think it makes sense. You know, he's been playing a lot. He's a huge
part of our lineup, and for him not to start today and give Masa a chance to play left field, I think it helps, and we're giving a breather to Sedan too, get Hammy involved somehow, some way, and hopefully we can continue playing good baseball.
Does the long kind of overnightish flight, a day off, does that impact the way you kind of give guys time and how you try to work some usage here these next few days?
Yeah, I think the West Coast is always a challenge, and you saw what we did when we went to Seattle, San Fran, and Anaheim. We gave a breather to Carlos, and he needed it. We took advantage of back-to-back starts for Wonger and give a breather to Carlos. Sedan today. We've been talking about recovery for a week now. There's not only a West Coast trip, there's a West Coast trip in the middle of a pennant race, and we have to make sure we're on point. The good thing is, the times don't change that much, right? We play late at night in this zone in San Diego the first day, but then after that is business as usual. And then we go to Houston. We got 3 night games where we should be okay.
Fastball command's been so good for Bayo lately. He didn't maybe have his A+ command last night, but he battled. Did you view that as kind of like an example of maybe some maturity on the mound from him?
Yeah, they called it a mature outing. That's what Alex says. That's what Bale said, and I agree. Tough lineup for him because of they put the ball in play, they fouled off a lot of pitches, but he made pitches when he needed to. We played great defense behind him, and was able to give us 6.
This place comes to life when you score early, and you've been doing a great job. Do you feel that in this dugout when you score early and this place kind of comes awake?
Yeah, I mean, this is important. Not only important for the fans, but for everybody. We can manage the game a little bit different when you have the lead, and the guys are doing an amazing job.
One of the best parts about this place when you're rolling is the moment about 30 minutes before when the starter walks out. And it happened with Pedro, it happened with Chris, and now it's starting to happen with Garrett Crochet. There's a real buzz when he takes his first steps onto that field. What are you expecting from him tonight?
Yeah, just go out there and compete. It's been a long time, right, as far as routine, all that stuff, but a break that he needed. We took advantage of the All-Star break, the off days, and the schedule reset, and now he's ready to go. There's a lot of innings, a lot of pitches, and, for what we're trying to accomplish, we need him not fresh, because that will never going to happen in September and October, but close to being fresh, and he's in a good place right now physically.
You said this thing's been kind of planned for a long while, to take some heat off of him. Does that mean when you say he's good to go, is this the last time you would think that he'll have kind of an extended break? He'll just go on regular days now on?
Regular days, taking advantage of the off days, right? So we'll keep our rotation the way it is, and, they're going to make their starts.
You've learned to trust him. You learned to communicate so well with him this year. Just on and off the mound, is there something about him that you didn't know that you now do that stands out?
I've been saying all along, the preparation is real. The teammate is real. You see him all the time in the dugout, just cheering for his teammates and the whole whatever they do, when we get hits,
He's got some special ones, doesn't he?
He does, yeah, he does. Sometimes you got to explain to the family what that means. Physically, he is who he is, and he's very strong, up there with Chappie, but, he can throw a perfect game tonight, and tomorrow he'll show up to get ready for his next one. And that's what the good ones do. They turn the page, regardless if it's a good one, a bad one, or a great one, they get ready for the next one, and that's what he's been doing the whole season.
Last one, you've been a part of a lot of teams that get some mojo going, and the rough flight becomes a celebration. This kind of thing happens with teams that really get into something fun. Don't you think that the way they turned that into kind of a fun celebration says a lot about the guys in that room?
What rough flight? What are you talking about?
That's right. You don't know. That's probably why they're fake sleeping at second, too.
That's ref. Ref is doing it for me. Yeah. No, but it's cool to see. And, it's such a long season that, stuff will come up. It's not always perfect. It's not, and it's funny because, you go back to 18 and people thought that was never a problem in that clubhouse. Nothing happened. They were like, kumbaya, we love each other. And, there were situations, like it happens, right? Like not everybody's happy every single day. Everybody wants to play, they want to be part of it. But at the end, I think the collective, goal, it's it goes over anything else, And I think we're getting to a point that, we got kids that they were getting their feet wet, they were learning how to win at the big league level. And now, I don't want to say they know, but they actually know what it takes, right? And we're still learning over the process, and we're going to keep getting better. I thought it was perfect to play the Cubs and the Phillies right away after the All-Star break because they put us in that stage, right, against two of the best teams in the big leagues, and the kids were able to play in those environments, and I think they're better off now than in the past.
Certainly reflecting on the field. We appreciate the time. Thanks so much, Alex.
Thank you, Will.
Alex Cora there with Will Fleming, the voice of the Boston Red Sox, with our pregame interview. I'm Christian Arcan. This is the Mass Mutual pregame show. Don't go anywhere. Still to come, we have the Subaru scoreboard update. We'll take a look at the Herb Chambers starting lineups. We will have our Interlock Metal Roofing lock of the game and our Chevy dealers question of the night, which I already kind of spoiled with Will Middlebrook. Sorry, Joe, but we'll get to it in a little bit anyway. That's all coming up next here on the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow.
The Women's Hoop Show, a podcast hosted by me, Jordan Robinson, brings you fresh women's basketball voices and breakdowns every week. I'll be joined by hoop experts all year long. Find the Women's Hoop Show on the free Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Your burger is served, and this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. Its sweet profile perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger.
That is one perfect combination. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
A summer day is the most righteous time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me a river, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew.
Do the do.
You ever try fixing your car and realize you're missing that one part? Yeah, been there. That's why eBay's my go-to. They've got millions of parts, guaranteed to fit. I'm talking brake pads for when yours have seen one too many miles of stop and go. Oil filters, because you don't mess around with your engine care. Even got this cold air intake on my watch list. I might just go for it. To keep the ride cool and your DIY streak hot. Find all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. eBay. Things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Hi, Zoe Saldana. Welcome to T-Mobile. Here's your new iPhone 16 on us.
Thanks. And here's my old phone to trade in.
You don't need a trade-in. When you switch to T-Mobile, we'll give you a new iPhone 16. Plus, we'll help you pay off your old phone up to $800, and you still get to keep it.
There's always a trade-in.
Not right now at T-Mobile.
I feel like I have to give you something in return for karma.
That's okay.
I don't really have much in my purse. Oh, let's see. Juice box. I'm a mom.
I'm good. Seriously.
Let me check. Oh, hot sauce. Take it.
Really, I'm fine.
Oh, I have raisins, a balloon. Wait one sec. I've got cupcakes in the car.
Switch to T-Mobile. Get a new iPhone 16 with Apple Intelligence on us. No trade-in needed. We'll even pay off your phone up to $800.
With 24 monthly bill credits, new line, $100 per month on Experience Beyond. Finance agreement $829.99 and qualifying ported. For well-qualified plus tax and $10 connection charge. Pay out via virtual prepaid card. Allow 15 days. Credits end and balance due if you pay off early or cancel. See T-Mobile.com.
We could tell you what it's like to drive the Nissan Rogue and tell you all about its performance capabilities, like its VC turbo engine. It's I can go virtually anywhere type of freedom. Nice. But you don't have to take our word for it. Go drive it for yourself. You're up. Experience the power of the Nissan Rogue.
Drive the Nissan Rogue. Get 0% APR for 60 months on the 2025 Nissan Rogue, Pathfinder, or Murano. Visit your local Nissan store and nissanusa.com today. For well-qualified buyers, example, 0 down payment, 60 months financing at $1,667 per month per thousand financed. Actual down payment may vary. Subject to Nissan Motor Acceptance Company credit approval, not all buyers qualify. Dealer contribution may affect actual price set by dealer. Contact dealer for details. End September 2nd, 2025.
You Must Remember This is a podcast about the secret and forgotten histories of 20th century Hollywood. Listen to You Must Remember This on the free Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey, it's Joe. Did you hear Shaw's and Star Market have lowered hundreds of prices on the items you buy most? Like boneless chicken breast, 2-liter Coca-Cola, fresh avocado, snacks, cereal, and much more. All at lower prices. Find new lower price tags aisle after aisle and save on your grocery essentials. Want more value and savings? Shop the new lower prices and deals at Shaw's and Star Market today. See full savings. Claim details at shaws.com/lower prices or starmarket.com/lower prices. Shaw's and Star Market. Go shop.
Red Sox Review after the game on 93.7 WEEI.
Welcome back to the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. I'm Christian Arcand. It's time now for the Herb Chambers starting lineups. At Herb Chambers, we don't sell cars. We help people buy them. Leading off for the Red Sox in center field is Jarren Duran. He of the monster home run to dead center field last night. He'll be followed by Alex Bregman in the 2-hole at third base. Willie Abreu will bat third and play right field. Your cleanup hitter is the reigning AL Player of the Week, Trevor Story at shortstop, followed by Masataka Yoshida in left field. Carlos Narvaez will do the catching and bat sixth. Abraham Toro is your first baseman. He'll be followed by the DH, Romy Gonzalez, and David Hamilton will bat ninth and play second behind the starter, Garrett Crochet. For the Royals, Jonathan India leading off at second base, followed by Bobby Witt Jr. The Pasquatch, Vinny Pasquantino, will bat third and play first base, followed by the cleanup hitter, Michael Garcia at third. Sally Perez is your catcher and number 5 hitter, followed by Randall Grichuk at right. Nick Lofton will bat seventh and play left field, followed by the catcher Luke Maley, and John Rave is your number 9 hitter and center fielder behind the starter Ryan Bergert. It's time now for the Subaru scoreboard update brought to you by Subaru of New England. It's a lot to love about a brand new Subaru. Find yours at SubaruofNewEngland.com. Some games in progress to tell you about. The Astros getting a first inning 2-run jack from Jose Altuve. They lead the Marlins 2-0. The Twins got a first inning home run of their own from Luke Keeschel. They have a 3-0 lead. They also got an RBI double from Cody Clemens. They're up 3-0 over the Tigers in the bottom of the first. No score between the Pirates and Giants. Orioles and Phillies scoreless as well, both of them in the first inning. The A's got a home run from the catcher Shea Langeliers. They lead the Nationals by a score of 3-0. That game top 1 as well. Still to come tonight, the Mets will host the Cleveland Guardians at 7:10. Clay Holmes and Logan Allen will be your starter there. The Atlanta Braves will get a visit from the Milwaukee Brewers and Freddie Peralta tonight at 7:15. 8:05 start time at Wrigley Field between the Reds and the Cubs. The Yankees in Texas tonight. Will Warren and Nathan Eovaldi will get going at 8:05. An 8:40 start time in Denver for the Rockies and the Blue Jays. Jose Barrios on the mound opposite Anthony Molina at Coors Field tonight. Tampa Bay Rays will be in Anaheim taking on the Angels. 9:38 start time. Ryan Pepio and Jose Soriano will be your starters. The Seattle Mariners still in that wild card race. They're hosting the White Sox tonight at 9:40. Brian Wu on the mound opposite Davis Martin. Arizona Diamondbacks will get a visit from the Padres at 9:40, and the Dodgers host the Cardinals at 10:10. It's time now for the lock of the game, presented by Interlock Metal Roofing. Visit them online at newenglandmetalroofing.com and never re-roof again. As you all know, I am red hot. I hit my lock in the first inning last night, and tonight I'm going to keep it going by going over on Garrett Crochet strikeouts. The over-under is 7.5, and I'm going to go ahead and say over that. As a matter of fact, I may tease it up a little bit. You want to go double digits with Crochet tonight, the odds there are plus 290. Just throwing that out there. And finally, every game we have the New England Chevy Dealers question of the day. Together we drive. Listen in for that during the broadcast today. If you want to go follow the Sox Booth at Sox Booth on Twitter, the question tonight is who should be the number 2 starter in the rotation behind Garrett Crochet, Lucas Giolito or Brian Bayo. And right now, Giolito is leading. You can go ahead and vote yourself online once again on Twitter at Sox Booth. You've been listening to the Mass Mutual pregame show. Talk to Mass Mutual today. Feel comfortable about tomorrow. Hang tight. Red Sox are in action next right here on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
You've been listening to the Mass Mutual pregame show. Mass Mutual, insurance, planning, investments. The Red Sox are coming up next on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Your burger is served, and this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. Its sweet profile perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger.
That is one perfect combination. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
I'm Rhett.
And I'm Link.
And we're the hosts of the podcast Ear Biscuits. We're just two lifelong friends who've been talking about life for a long time.
From being dads to businessmen to all the random things we experience, nothing is off limits.
And now we're talking to you. We're answering your questions, giving advice that you may or may not want to take, and listening to your hilarious stories.
So leave us a voicemail to be part of the show at
1-888-EARPOD1 on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
A summer day is the most righteous time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me a river, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
Summer's here, and it's time to bring the heat in a new Honda. Head out on an unforgettable adventure. Or take a sporty sedan for a spin. All while driving with confidence. Check out the Civic, Accord, or HR-V during the Honda Summer Event.
See dealer for financing details.
DQ presents the sound of happy. Hear that? That's the DQ chicken strip basket. Only $7.49 for a limited time. We're talking 4 100% white meat seasoned chicken strips served with fries, Texas toast, and DQ signature country gravy. Yeah, you heard that right. For crunch time and no time, it can only be the DQ chicken strip basket. Just $7.49 for a limited time. Get it delivered in the DQ app. Happy tastes good at participating locations.
Hot damn! Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea just got harder with Twisted Tea Extreme. The hard iced tea taste you know and love, but with an 8% kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Extreme is made with real brewed tea, goes down smooth, and brings your daytime drinking to the next level. Just look for the bright yellow cans in the cooler and get ready to dial up the fun. Big flavor, extreme kick. Twisted Tea Extreme. Keep it twisted!
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation, an irregular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduced stroke risk better than warfarin, and over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. Stroke risk may increase. Eliquis can cause serious and potentially fatal bleeding. Don't take if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or bleed longer. A spinal injection increases blood clot risk, which may cause paralysis. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding or bruising, or back pain, tingling, numbness, muscle weakness, or incontinence. Aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
Hello, it's Lena Dunham. I host a podcast called The C Word with my dearest friend and historian of bad behavior, Alyssa Bennett.
What is up?
It's a chat show about women whose society is called crazy.
We're going to be rediscovering the stories of women society dismissed by calling them mad, sad, or just plain bad.
Listen to and follow The C Word with Lena Dunham and Alyssa Bennett. Available now wherever you get your podcasts.
You're listening to the Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network. Now, back to the play-by-play action. From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app. This is... Red Sox baseball.
Can you believe it?
On the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
And the left field, adios. Sale winds, he fires. Swing and a miss, quickly, it's over. And the Red Sox win. Jump on his back, fellas, the Red Sox win.
The Red Sox on WEEI are brought to you by Shaw's and Star Market, the official supermarket of the Red Sox radio network. Subaru of New England. There's a lot to love about Subaru. SubaruofNewEngland.com. Mass Mutual, insurance, planning, investments. Nissan. At Nissan, we make cars that thrill. Experience the thrill for yourself today. Shop NissanUSA.com.
And that ball is gone into the front row of the monster seats.
Drains by James. Eastern Mass's choice for drain cleaning and pipelining. Arbella, here for good.
Fires. Swing and a miss. Strike three. It's over.
Buy Cars for Kids. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today. Ford Trucks, official truck of the Boston Red Sox.
Strike three and no-hitter. 23-year-old Clay Buchholz has no-hit the Baltimore Orioles.
Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Sponsored by Town Fair Tire. For the best prices on tires, nobody beats Town Fair Tire. Nobody.
Duran will score.
Dig Safe. Click digsafe.com or call 811 before you dig. Cape Cod Lumber. Find the lumber for your next project. cclco.com.
Way back. Grand slam.
Citgo. Club Citgo can save you money every day. When you start with Citgo, you're good to go. 110 Grill. Gluten-free dining done right. C&S Wholesale Grocers.
It's gone. Into the bullpen.
Brought to you by FindMassMoney.gov. The Department of Veteran Affairs. Hackman Wealth Partners. Boston's premier retirement planning specialist. Herb Chambers. At Herb Chambers, we don't sell cars, we help people buy them. Interlock Metal Roofing. Visit NewEnglandMetalRoofing.com. Never re-roof again.
Swing and a miss. He got him. Battle won by House.
McFarland Energy, the region's most dependable provider of home heating oil delivery, as well as expert HVAC services at McFarlandEnergy.com. Northern Bank, your partner for growth.
Here's the throw. Roberts dives, and he is safe.
And by Verizon Wireless, the network Boston relies on. New England Chevy dealers. Together, let's drive.
Goodbye, Christian Campbell.
Now, with all the play-by-play action, here's Will Fleming and Will Middlebrooks.
On a lovely Tuesday evening, we welcome you to America's most beloved ballpark, Fenway Park, which has been so kind to the Boston Red Sox of late. They've won 15 of their last 17 here. Overall, the Sox on an incredible surge. They've taken 6 straight games, 8 of their last 9. They are alone in second place in the American League East and a season-best 12 games over 500. And tonight, for the first time since late July, we'll see Garrett Crochet take the ball for the Red Sox. On the other side, Ryan Bergert makes his Kansas City debut, just acquired from San Diego Padres at the deadline. So Crochet day into the evening at Fenway Park as the Red Sox look to keep it rolling right along. Along with Will Middlebrooks, Will Fleming. It is Women's Celebration Night here at Fenway Park. We are still on the air on the radio side, Will, and it's fun to see Crochet back on the mound to try to keep this thing rolling.
Yeah, and I like that they protected him a little bit, and it worked out in their favor where they kind of went through a patch where they didn't necessarily need him. They scored a lot of runs and pitched well outside of their ace, and were able to give him a few days rest.
Alex Cora says after this one, with the exception of some extra off days, he is full go after this, so all eyes on Crochet, who is very close to passing his all-time career innings high. He is the win leader in all of baseball with 12. He's just been on an incredible stretch here, striking out the world, and Crochet leads the Red Sox here this evening. Time now for the Star-Spangled Banner, which is brought to you by BuildSubmarines.com. You'll find stable, sustaining, skilled trades careers helping bring the next generation of U.S. Navy submarines to life. We build giants because it takes one to build one.
Presenting the colors this evening are members of the District 5 Veterans of Foreign Wars Color Guard. Joining the Red Sox on the field are Anthem All-Stars from Boston Nike RBI Junior Softball Division. And now, here to perform the national anthem is a premier women-centered treble a cappella group from Northeastern University. Please welcome Pitch Please.
And you see by the dawn's early what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streamed, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the
Pitch, please. From Northeastern University, the Red Sox, and the Kansas City Royals. I'll leave that one to you, Mr. Middlebrooks, as this place is going to be jam-packed again. Fenway has been totally alive. You've worn that uniform in runs like this. It is going to be no empty seats here tonight. The Red Sox roll, and you can feel it when you walk around town. There's more shirts, there's more jerseys, more people coming up to you, asking about the ball club. There's a real feeling in the air.
Yeah, there's a buzz, and it's nice that, the calendar turns over from July to August. This team's in it. They're just out of the division. There's a real belief in this team, and it's not a fake belief. I think the city in this area believes in the guys on this team, and we can talk about the trade deadline all you want. I'm ready for it to be gone and over with. I'm sick of talking about it because there's a good team inside there that believes in themselves as well, and I'm excited to watch them every day right now.
Roman Anthony was out on the field before the game today, and he looked good. He said he's ready to roll, but Alex Cora said he has learned that it's just better to play cautious with things like this. So, Roman, I would expect him to be in there tomorrow. He was out fielding ground balls and doing all kinds of things, and said everything checked out. They're also going to get Cedar Rafael off of his feet. He is not in there today. So Masataka Yoshida is going to be in left field. It's a different looking outfield for the Sox as the umpires march. Jose David Flores certainly to bring the lineup card out here in just a moment. Speed Report brought to you by Verizon. Get to your local Verizon store today to check out the latest deals. Crochet has one of the elite fastballs in the game. And it'll be interesting, Will, sometimes you hear pitchers say that after a long layoff, they've got too much arm. And so, in a way, I think the command early for Crochet is much more important than the velocity.
Definitely. That's something I think we'll all be watching. Just how the way the body sequence is, the mechanics. Can he repeat it just because he's going to feel much better than he normally feels when it comes to August? But when you start looking at those total innings pitched, you have to take care of this guy. He's not only important for the last 2+ months of this season, but he's a big part of your future as well.
I even asked Alex Cora, am I insane to say 48 games to go, you're starting to kind of map this thing out for the postseason? And he looked at me and laughed and said, not yet.
Not yet. No.
Just run him out there and stack wins, as many as you can.
Well, you've seen that across baseball. You've seen it with the Red Sox. You've seen it in New York, even in Detroit. Bad 2 weeks happen, right? And you have to ride that wave and limit those valleys, which his team is doing a better job of here of late.
The New York Yankees have not limited their valley. They are now 2.5 games behind the Red Sox. Toronto's in Colorado again. They rolled last night. Red Sox had their bite at the Rockies, and it's now the Blue Jays' turn. So this is sort of a series where Boston trying to hold serve, stay there, 3 back, and maybe catch a break one time out in Colorado. The Red Sox just about ready to take the field, led by Garrett Crochet. Injury report brought to you by Ketchus Law Group, champions for the injured. More than $3 billion recovered for New Englanders. A lot of uncertainty around Marcelo Meyer. You got a shot injected into that injured wrist. They're going to see how it recovers. He was in good spirits today, but there's just no real firm answer about what comes next.
Yeah, so I've had what he's dealing with. I had a pitch off of that hand. That's not what happened with him. I'm not sure exactly how it happened, but I've had the injury in that area. I've had the cortisone shot as well. It'll be sore for a few days, but it does tend to clear it up and knock that inflammation out, and you hope to have him back sooner than later.
You know, in a lot of ways, I'm with you. I want to move on from the trade deadline, but that injury, I think, altered so much that the Red Sox did or didn't do, and
I think in a good way.
I agree with you.
And not that I want anyone hurt, but I want Jarren Duran and Wilyer Abreu on this team.
And both of them have been electrifying, both of them such big parts in the win last night. So, the Red Sox now with Crochet jogging out onto the mound, and Will... It's unusual. We get you here before the game.
I get to do lineups. By the way, these lineups brought to you by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm for the visiting Kansas City Royals. Leading off will be Jonathan India. He'll play second base, followed by Bobby Witt Jr. He'll be at short. In the 3-hole, Vinny Pasquantino, the Pasquatch, he'll be at first. The 4-hole, cleanup guy, Michael Garcia, he'll play third. Salvador Perez will DH in the 5th spot. Batting 6th, Randall Grichuk, he'll be in right. Nick Lofton batting 7th, he'll be in left. Luke Maile will be behind the plate doing the catching, batting 8th. And then batting 9th, John Rave, he'll be in center field. For the Boston Red Sox leading off, Jarren Duran, he plays center field with Alex Bregman batting 2nd, playing 3rd. Batting 3rd, playing right field will be Wilyer Abreu with Trevor Story in the cleanup spot playing short. Masataka Yoshida, haven't said this much, he'll be in the outfield playing left field, but he'll be batting 5th. In the 6th spot, Carlos Narvaez, he'll do the catching, followed by Abraham Toro at first base. Romy Gonzalez will bat 8th as a designated hitter, and David Hamilton getting the start, batting 9th, he'll play second base. It's the Morgan & Morgan starting lineups, America's largest injury law firm.
Well, it's been too long since we've heard this song for this man, especially in this ballpark. He last pitched right here against the LA Dodgers, 6 really good innings. But as the buzz around this team and the energy in this ballpark builds, it's such a perfect marriage. And it's a little cooler tonight. You can kind of squint and think about what it might feel like in late September and early October.
Don't give me chills right now. It's too early.
Never too early. He wears the shirt sleeves, does Crochet as the throw, goes down to second, and the man of the moment, Garrett Crochet, touches up the rosin bag in the back slope of the mound, and the Red Sox in the pearl white unis are ready to go. Jonathan India, long hair, Captain Hook mustache into the right-handed batter's box. It's 68 degrees. Wind is blowing in from center field at 6 miles an hour. Crochet, for the first time in a long time, throws, and India takes a strike right there, 98 miles an hour, and we're underway.
Well, that's a good start, because if you start breaking down, what does Crochet want to do? He wants to dominate the inner third and just off the plate in the righties.
Oh, one is way in and way foul down the left field line, 0-2.
That's the cutter. He wants to establish the 4-seam in for a strike, because then the cutter plays off of that. The back foot sweeper plays off of that, and then he can go to the 2-seamer arm side, so away to righties to get weak contact as well.
2 strikes to Jonathan India, Crochet's 23rd start. Into the wind, the pitch is a little bit high. That's sort of right where he wanted to throw it. Missed up with a fastball, and it's 1-2.
You know, his starts before this, in July, he was sitting 95, 96. He'd pump it up here and there. He's starting at 98 tonight.
Sure, good luck. 1-2. Liner foul. India's doing a pretty good job here hanging on. That one, 99.
Too much arm? Question mark? I think
pitch, please.
Just enough arm, I say.
Red Sox and the Royals just underway. 7-11 time and temp brought to you by Hatfield. Better care, better pork. Speaking of pork, the pitch. Chopper to short. Story's got it. On the run. Throws to first. 1 away.
Well, there's that sinker, right? The whole at bat. He was fastball in, cutter in. You start thinking about that as a hitter. Oh, got to get the head out. He's throwing gas, and then he throws the 2-seamer down and away, roll over to short, easy out for Trevor Story.
The only times Crochet acted even mortal so far this year were the evenings that the Red Sox got him huge leads. Sort of pitched to the score, maybe a little bit of the edge lost. He is edgy tonight. Here is Bobby Witt Jr. What a matchup this is. Strike by the outside corner. It was a super memorable moment in Kansas City. Crochet, 7 dominant 1-run innings and a big spot late in the game. He blew this hitter away with fastball. 0-1, swung on and missed. 98, and it's 0-2.
And that's where you can get Bobby Witt. I mean, this is one of the elite hitters in this game, and you can get him with force him up above the zone. He's so good. He thinks he can get to everything. That pitch looks good, and he just can't catch up.
Truly one of the best young players in the sport. 0-2. Crochet throws. Witt takes fastball. 98. And it's 1-2.
I'm just laughing because the glove sounds a little different tonight than just any other pitcher. The way that ball hits the mitt, it's just making a special sound.
Maybe Carlos Narvaez's knee's a little fresh after 2 nights off. 1-2. Here's the pitch. Witt takes outside. It does pop. 98 again. 2-2. I mean, he's basically thrown all heaters in one cutter.
Yeah, he hasn't thrown any cutters under 98, and we've seen 2 99s.
1 out, top 1. Red Sox and Royals. Crochet delivers. Witt swings and misses. 98. Adios. On the outside corner, first strikeout. Could be a fun night for Garrett. They're 2 down. Defensive alignment brought to you by the Baldwin Group. Insurance, employee benefits, and wealth management. If you can dream it, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group, protecting the possible. Here now, Vinny Pasquantino, who homered last night. 2 down in the first. Pitch. Swing and a miss. That is perfect. In under the hands. That's the 2-seamer into the lefty, and it's 0-1. More rest. Muy bien for Crochet so far. 0-1. Pitch. Ooh, right there. How's that for your first sweeper of the night? And it's 0-2.
Well, he just buries the sinker at 97 in on the hands for strike 1 and then goes, just kidding. Here's a slider, a sweeper to play just off of that.
0-2. High pop-up. Left side of the infield. Narvaez watches Bregman come in. Carlos in foul ground. Calls everybody off. Inning over. 13 dominant pitches for Garrett Crochet. Whatever he said to Bregman, who just ran by him, it got a laugh. We're all laughing tonight. Crochet, awesome. Bottom 1, no score for the Red Sox. It will be Duran, Bregman, and Abreu on the Shaw's and Star Market, WEI, Red Sox Radio Network.
Your burger is served, and this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. Its sweet profile perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger.
That is one perfect combination. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
Hey, what's up, flies? This is David Spade.
Dana Carvey.
Look, I know we never actually left, but I'll just say it. We are back with another season of Fly on the Wall.
Every episode, including ones with guests, will now be on video. Every Thursday, you'll hear us and see us chatting with big-name celebrities.
And every Monday, you're stuck with just me and Dana. We react to news, what's trending, viral clips.
Follow and listen to Fly on the Wall everywhere you get your podcasts.
When you own your own business, you own every decision. Catch the red eye or take the 6 a.m.
Make a new hire or promote internally.
Celebrate a win with the toast at the gate or unwind at the lounge. Big props to this team. Some decisions are a win-win, like earning 8 times points on Chase Travel. Introducing Chase Sapphire Reserve for Business. With $2,500 in annual value, it's the business card that gives back all you put in. Visit chase.com/reserve business to learn more. Cards issued by JPMorgan Chase Bank and a member of FDIC, subject to credit approval. Terms apply.
The 99 Restaurant is once again supporting Dana-Farber Cancer Institute and the Jimmy Fund. Visit your local 99 now through August 10th to help support Dana-Farber's life-saving research and patient care. Together, we can help create a world without cancer.
You're listening to the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Jarren Duran leads it off, and he swings at a first pitch fastball just back to the screen. 93 miles an hour from Ryan Bergert. 1-0 with a 2.78 ERA. This is his first Royals start. He made 11 appearances with the Padres, who traded him a few days ago. The 0-1, Duran swings and misses. Good slider. And it's 0-2. He's got a heater. That's a good slider. And it's a test of strengths here because the Red Sox, who've been awesome early in games, this guy does not give up damage early in games.
Yeah, he's mainly fastball slider. He's got a decent fastball. It's only 93, 94, but it's one of those invisibles that top of the zone gets some swing and miss. Hitters haven't really hit it hard up to this point.
0-2 to Duran. He grounds one softly toward first, foul ball. David Rackley, the first base umpire. Edwin Moscoso's got the play. Chris Guccione at second and Chad Whitson in the rocking chair at third. Herb Chambers batting order brought to you by Herb Chambers Audi Burlington and Audi Brookline. One thing you notice, I mean, this is not new. I think the trade deadline rumors about the potential moving of Jarren Duran have only increased his support in this fan base. He gets the loudest cheers of anybody when they say his name in the lineups, and particularly when he comes to the plate.
He's our Heart and Hustle Award winner this year.
I think that's totally fitting. Yep. 0-2. Deep in the left-handed batter's box. Launched a homer in the first yesterday. Bergert throws, and a swing and a high fly into right field. Just outside the pole. He just got it off the end of the bat, did Duran. Barely missed, and there's one away.
Yeah, just missed that. Got a little slider just off the hand. Just missed the sweet spot. Enough. Hoping it was just down the line and get a little. Take that, though.
And if anything lands down there for him, it's probably 3. Here's Bregman, who feels like he's a little due for a big fly. It's the kind of year he's been having. 1 out, bases empty. Pitch. Bregman takes a fastball right there. Bergert, 11 outings, 7 starts for the Padres, and he was good. 1-0 with a 2.78 ERA. Made his debut this year. 25 years old. 0-1 to Bregman. Pitch outside. Sweeper. It's 1-1.
Yeah, going and watching some of this guy's tape from his starts earlier this year, he's not going to overpower you. He's just a pitchability guy. He reads swings well. He goes in and out. He hits his spots.
1-1. Swing and a foul. You know, the Met course, this lineup, this ballpark, the way this club is going, this will not be easy for Bergert. 6 straight wins, 8 of 9. And how about the Red Sox here? 15-2. Their last 17 home games. 1-2. The wind in the pitch. Bregman checks his swing. High fastball. He did not go around. And it is 2-2. 14 homers, 45 driven in for Alex. He's been really useful at the plate. Maybe not as much power the last 4 or 5 days, but spraying balls all over the yard. 2-2. Swinging a high liner into center field. It'll hang up for Rave. He reaches up and makes shoulder high grab. It's not really going anywhere so far tonight, and they're 2 down.
Yeah, that one got in on Bregman just enough. Hit it hard, but got in on the hands, that fastball at the top of the zone. Actually, that was a slider, kind of backed up. Stayed straight at the top.
Rather than breaking down over the heart of the plate, where it probably ends up on Lansdowne. All right, 2 down. Here's Willier. No score in the first. Pitch. Abreu takes a strike. Sweeper. Arbella Insurance Foundation dedicated to striking out cancer by supporting the Jimmy Fund. Every strikeout from a Sox pitcher, $50. Arbella here for the Jimmy Fund and here for good. 0-1. Swing and a miss. Big rip. Strange to see Ref Snyder and Romy on the bench this evening. With the righty Bergert, they get a break. 0-2 to Willier. Stuck on 20 homers. Alex Cora thinks that might be in his head a little bit. 0-2. Pitch. Fouled. In other words, it was about 10 days ago he hit number 20. In fact, it was July the 20th. And Alex said he thinks he saw that 20 in the homer column and thought, you know what, maybe it's going to be a 30 homer year, and started to press a little bit.
That's fair.
0-2. Pitch. Swing and a miss. That was great. Slider from Bergert. Impressive. 1-2-3 go the Red Sox in the first on the Shaws and Star Market. WEEI Red Sox.
Your burger is served, and this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. Its sweet profile perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger.
That is one perfect combination. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
The march to spring training and opening day is upon us. Rob Bradford from Baseballs and Boring here, and we'll have you covered every single day with podcasts that aim to educate, entertain, and inform you as a baseball fan. Follow Baseballs and Boring in the free Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
A summer day is the most righteous time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me a river, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
Summer adventure awaits in a rugged new Honda. It's time to chase the sun wherever it takes you. With impressive Honda capability and exciting performance. Check out the Passport, Pilot, Ridgeline, or CRV during the Honda Summer event.
See dealer for financing details.
7-7. Arbella Insurance has been serving the New England community for over 35 years. Being your neighbor helps Arbella provide you the coverage you need to drive, live, or run a business in this part of the country we call home. Arbella, here for New England, here for good.
The Greg Hill Show, weekdays, 5:30 to 10.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Michael Garcia against Garrett Crochet. We go to the second pitch. Is just outside. Ball one. Donnie Wahlberg's in the house.
He's been here all day.
He has, up on the monster right now. He's wearing a Mets t-shirt, which probably pains him a lot. He didn't pick it himself. The 1-0. Swing and a miss.
Is that for the show?
I think so. Boston Blue, is that what it's called?
But I got questions. Yeah. I don't get it.
He'll tell you. 1-1. Crochet throws. Garcia takes a strike.
Let me text him real quick.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Eat some burgers while you're at it.
Ooh, take a Wahlburger.
1-2. Crochet has only needed 16 pitches thus far. He throws. Garcia takes. Slider down it in. And it's 2-2. I don't think it's a coincidence that Alex Cora gave Carlos Narvaez a couple days off and then slotted him right back in with his ace, Garrett Crochet. Their chemistry is so important.
Yeah. Well, same with Wong and Bayo. They work well together also.
2-2. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Slider. Got him. That pitch is dancing tonight. 4 up, 4 down, a couple of strikeouts. And here comes Salvi Perez.
Tell you what, it's just impossible to be on his sweeper, especially when it's down and in. And when he's establishing his fastball, you just have to gear up for it. You have no chance.
He looks great so far. Perez is on an incredible heater. Pitch is a ground ball to short. Story's got room service hop, belt high, throws to first. Easy does it. Number 2 down. First responders develop cancer at a higher rate than the general population. Boston Firefighters Credit Union reminding all first responders to get checked. If something feels off, get it checked. Early detection saves lives. Early detection on Crochet, he's pretty good.
Dialed.
2 down. Here's Randall Grichuk. What a long and winding career he's had. 2 down, base is empty. The pitch is a strike. Cut fastball. And it's dotted up, 0-1. Royals in the sort of baby powder blue throwback unis. Tri-toned helmets and hats. The 0-1 is a little low with the sweeper.
They're pretty sweet.
They are.
They're really good unis. They're some of my favorites in baseball right now.
I think the hat looks better than the helmet.
Yeah, that's fair. The helmets are very old school, which I love.
Me too.
Some 80s look to them.
1-1 is in there. Cut fastball. And it's 1-2. Grichuk, 235, 8 homers, 23 driven in. When they got him, it was a little surprising. People thought maybe the Royals might be sellers. 1-2. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Wow. Change up. And Grichuk, absolutely no chance. Crochet, 6 up, 6 down, 3 punchies, and he's laughing coming off the mound. I think I would too. No score after an inning and a half on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Calling all benders and non-benders alike. Dive into the epic world of Avatar with your favorite podcast, Avatar, Braving the Elements.
Hosted by me, Janet Varney, the voice of Avatar Korra.
And me, Dante Bosco, the voice of Prince Zuko.
Each week, we'll explore a new episode of The Legend of Korra.
Find your balance as we uncover breaking news, trivia, special guests, and so much more.
I mean, I've got some flameo hot takes that'll really light a spark. Follow and listen to Avatar Braving the Elements on the free Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Every business starts with a dream. Sometimes the dream is simple, like leasing a larger office for your growing team. Sometimes the dreams are bigger, like building a team that can bring home a World Series trophy. Whatever the dream, our advisors can help you find comprehensive insurance to protect your business, employee benefits to take care of your people, and private client insurance and wealth management for when your dream comes true. If you can dream it, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group, proud partner of the Tampa Bay Rays and business dreamers everywhere.
Shaw's in Star Market have lowered hundreds of prices on the items you buy most, like boneless chicken breast, snacks, cereal, and much more. See full savings, claim details at shaws.com/lower prices and starmarket.com/lower prices. Shaw's in Star Market. Go shopping, get rewarded.
Your burger is served, and this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. Its sweet profile perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger.
That is one perfect combination. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
Helmets keep kids safe on their bikes. Seatbelts keep them safe in the car. But when it comes to technology, what's keeping them safe from the mental and physical harms of the online world, like cyberbullies, predators, or digital depression and doom scrolling? Aura AI's powered family safety app gives parents the tools to do just that. It offers a deep, personalized understanding of your child's online world and gives tailored recommendations on how to keep them healthy, happy, and safe. Go to aura.com/radio to try for free. Aura is the official family online safety partner of the Boston Red Sox.
We're right back to the Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Trevor Story leads it off in the second inning, no score, and Trevor takes a strike on the outside corner, slider, and it is 0-1. No score, Crochet rolling right along. Story so hot, 257 with 18 homers and 69 runs batted in. He swings at a good slider. And it is quickly 0-2. 6-game streak. He's only 10 for 21 in that span with 4 doubles, 3 homers, and 8 driven in. On a heater.
That'll do.
0-2, the reigning American League Player of the Week.
I mean, it's a big sample size. 54 games since June 1st, hitting 300.
Amazing. Doesn't he have the most RBIs in the game since June started? Here's a little looper down the right field line. If it's fair, it's trouble, but it's foul. It's slices out by the tarp and remains 0-2.
Since June 1st, he does have 46 RBIs. There was something.
I think that's most in the American League.
Yes, it is. Oh, it's tied for 4th now. He has been passed. But it was there for about a week.
Keep up, Will. Me, that is not you. What a lift he's given them. 6th Player of the Week award. Apparently you get a watch, huh?
You do. You get a watch. So I'm told.
Please. You have 2 of them. 0-2 to Trevor. No score in the second. Lovely night at Fenway. Bergert throws, and Trevor grounds one on the left side. The third baseman Garcia to his left. Gloves. Throws to first in time. And there's one away. That was a good pitch. I mean, this guy Bergert is spotting stuff right now.
It's 3 pitches, right? It's the 4-seam fastball. It's an 88-mile-per-hour slider that he's throwing wherever he wants. And he showed a sweeper in that at bat at 82, more of a side-to-side big breaker there to Trevor.
Here's Massa. Needs to get it going. 229 with a homer and 4 driven in. Pitch is a strike. He started in the outfield July 20th in Chicago. Hit the homer off a position player. Really like to see him elevate more. 0-1, takes a ball, a changeup, and it's 1-1. Alex Cora made the point that the surest sign that Massa's not right yet is that he has not walked.
Oh, yeah. Sure. And not a lot of opposite field hard contact.
1-1. Massa swings and misses. Sweeper, good one, and it's 1-2. Come and show off your Irish pride at Fenway for Irish Celebration. Fenway, August 17th. Purchase the exclusive offer. You get an exclusive Red Sox rugby shirt. RedSox.com/Irish. 1-2 is very close. Probably should have been called a strike. Was not. And it's 2-2.
That was a little bit of a gift. Take advantage of that. I mean, that got every bit of the bottom of the zone.
2-2 to Massa. Pitch is inside. That definitely was a ball. And it runs the count full with Carlos Narvaez on deck. Yankees will be in Texas again tonight. Just a crushing loss. They made a decision to intentionally walk Langford to get to Young, who had a walk-off homer. 3-2. Massa way outside. Ball 4. The Red Sox have a base runner. Domo Arigato. A one-out walk for Massa. He even jogs to first after a walk.
I'm telling you, and I don't mean this disrespectful, he runs like a Lego. And it's you can't unsee it after that.
You can't. He is beloved in that room. He's awesome. At first, and here's Narvaez. Fresh legs, you think? 2 days off. 9 homers, 33 driven in. Pitch is a strike on the outside corner. He looked at that slider all the way through.
At some point, these guys, after the first time through, they're going to start sitting on that slider. If
We've
that's
seen
what he's going
that.
to keep throwing. Yes, they adjust just about as good as anyone does.
On one to Carlos, he takes a high fastball. If you haven't heard, Shaw's and Star Market have lowered prices on hundreds of items. Boneless chicken, 2-liter Coke, avocados, snacks, and much more. Shaw's and StarMarket.com/lower prices. 1-1 to Narvaez. Here's the pitch. Way up and in. He's lost it just a little bit. Bergert has, and it's 2-1.
Bergert just sounds funny to me.
Yeah, like Berserk.
It makes me think of Joe Dirt.
What?
Joe Dirt.
Of course it
Don't
does.
ask.
2-1. I've learned not to. Here's a possible double play ball to second. India to short. Witt's got the can, and he comes across the bag, throws to first in time, and the inning is over. Narvaez is sort of limping coming off the line. That is troubling, to say the least. And now he's slamming his helmet in the dugout. Uh-oh. The Red Sox primary catcher pulled something coming down the line. We'll be back with any update if we can have it, but that does not look good. Red Sox and Royals scoreless after 2 in the Shaw's and Star Market, WEEI, Red Sox Radio Network.
Your burger is served, and this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. Its sweet profile perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger.
That is one perfect combination. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
Some people follow the rules, I break them. I'm Soraya, and on Rule Breakers, we talk to the rebels who do things their way. Listen to Rule Breakers with Soraya on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Summer adventure awaits in a rugged new Honda. It's time to chase the sun wherever it takes you. With impressive Honda capability and exciting performance. Check out the Passport, Pilot, Ridgeline, or CR-V during the Honda Summer event.
See dealer for financing details.
A summer day is the most righteous time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me a river, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
There's a lot to love about. There's a lot to love about you.
Don't miss the Subaru of New England A Lot to Love event. Get more of what you value most with the trusted 2025 Subaru Crosstrek with symmetrical all-wheel drive. Get 1.9% financing on select models or lease for just $269 per month. Details at SubaruofNewEngland.com.
Take Boston sports with you wherever you go. Download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Well, not so fast. Carlos Narvaez has got the gear on. That is a great sign. That is not something I expected. It really very difficult to tell what happened there coming out of the box.
I'm normally pretty good at this whole injury thing, and it was like on the swing, nothing looked odd, but really gradually, as he got his second, third step out of the box, started to grimace, and then the limp got worse down the line. But here he comes back out.
Yeah, when Connor came out without the chest guard on, that was a very encouraging sign.
It's so funny. Like, even the guys on the bench are so locked in. I'm watching that replay, and Connor Wong, as Narvaez was halfway to first, was already running down to get his stuff.
Yeah.
Like, here we go.
Do you think he yelled something?
No, it didn't look like it in the replay. I think Wong was just watching him.
Amazing. All right, here's Nick Lofton. So, for now, Crochet gets to continue to work with Narvaez. Top 3, no score. Pitch is in there. Why not? Cutter, inside corner. 24 pitches, 18 strikes. 7th batter will be leading off the 3rd for the Red Sox. That's Abraham Toro. The 0-1 swing and a miss. Sweeper. And it's 0-2. That's brought to you by Jeffrey Glassman Injury Lawyers, Boston's go-to injury attorney for over 30 years. Get Glassman all 7s after 6-1-7. 0-2, little bit low. He's working it all in there now, is Crochet. By the way, Jorge Alcala was designated for assignment before the game today. 1-2. Foul on the first base side. Isaiah Campbell, the reliever, is up. He got hit very hard last time he was here, but Alcala just was not throwing enough strikes. He had some important outings for the Red Sox, but they reached the end of the road. 1-2, he got him. Sweeper onto the hands. I mean, 7 batters faced, 4 strikeouts, and Crochet, who came in atop the leaderboard in that category, is just piling them on.
Well, so often we focus on his fastball, and so do opposing hitters. And that's why when the sweeper's on, good luck even touching it.
It's been a true workhorse. Here's Luke Maley, right-handed hitter, and he takes a cut fastball for strike 1. He's the 3rd Red Sox pitcher ever to have an 8-0 span with an ERA below 2.5. One is fouled off with 75 strikeouts, and the other 2 are named Pedro Martinez and Roger Clemens.
Okay, got my attention.
Don't you think he's exceeded expectations?
I think he's been what everybody dreamt of him being.
0-2 to Maley. 1 down in the 3rd. The pitch is just low. A sweeper. Ace Deluxe.
Only a catcher takes that pitch right there. He's like, that's the pitch I'm calling.
1-2. He is swung on and missed. He couldn't take that one. Fastball. 97. 5 strikeouts, and they're 2 down.
I'll tell you what, the ball is jumping out of his hand. Those 3 extra days of rest, I mean, it is all making sense now.
Just fabulous stuff so far. Tied for the most wins and innings pitched. 3rd most strikeouts. That will change here tonight. 2 down. Here's John Rave. He swings and misses at a sinker, and it's 0-1.
Yeah, you knew he would swing early. He's always ready to party.
Stop it. 0-1. Pitch is a strike on the outside corner. Glow sticks, blue lights, the whole deal.
Doug Lane likes that.
Crochet ready to party right here. The pitch is up and in. Slider. Now those crazy boat cruises he used to DJ.
He's got some pretty good stories. Got to hear 17 of them today.
John Rave with 2 down. Bases clear. 1-2 high. Fastball 95. The velocity's come down just a little bit. Maybe some extra adrenaline and arm in the 1st inning. He shakes off, now says yes. 2-2, they set up away. And here's the pitch. And that is called a ball. Wow. Crochet took a step toward the dugout. It did look like it was a little bit in.
Yeah, it was a sweeper. It backed up. It missed by about half a ball. Just off the plate. It never really came back. Narvaez set up away. Missed his spot pretty bad.
He's got those pants rolled as always. 3-2. Chopper back to the mound. Crochet comes down. Gloves, spins, throws to first in time. Those are the big ones on nights like these. Nice job by Garrett. And the inning is over. 9 up, 9 down. No score. Red Sox and Royals in the Shaws and Star Market. WEEI, Red Sox Radio Network.
Hi, this is Jill Schlesinger, CBS News business analyst, certified financial planner, and the host of the Jill on Money podcast. This is the show where your money is not scary. It's a show that's all about you. It's your questions that make it possible for me to provide unconventional and entertaining insights on your money, and more importantly, on your life. Listen and follow Jill on Money on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
A summer day is the most righteous time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me a river, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
Your burger is served, and this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. Its sweet profile perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger.
That is one perfect combination. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
If your AC's broke, that's no joke. I'm Greg Hill. If my AC's broken, I'm calling Boston Standard. They offer same-day service, next-day installs, and 0% financing on brand new AC units. Call today and save with Boston Standard.
Jones and Keefe.
Weekdays 10 to 2.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Abraham Toro leads it off, and he takes a breaking ball in there for strike one. This guy, Ryan Bergert, has been excellent. Not quite as good as Crochet, but even still, Red Sox and Royals. Only one base runner in the game. The 0-1 down and in to Toro. Slider, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, this offense, though, it could be the ninth inning, and I'm like, if they've seen a guy, they're going to get him. They make those adjustments.
You know they believe in that dugout. 1-1 is a cue shot foul. Alex Cora said he wasn't quite ready to say that they fully all know exactly how to win every night, but he said that's building.
Yeah, that's brick by brick, day by day. You just have to live by the experience you go through.
1-2 to Toro. Pitch is inside. Fastball, and it's 2-2.
I mean, they have the right guys, the right leadership in there. We talk about it a lot, but it's so important at this level, especially when you have so many young guys and guys with so little big league experience. To have those guys like Trevor Story and Bregman and Ref Snyder, these guys to lean on, kind of put you in the right direction.
Romy Gonzalez on deck, 2-2 to Abraham. Fouled off on the third base side. Subaru New England scoreboard. Astros lead the Marlins 2-1 in the fourth. The Giants got a big two-run homer early in their game. They lead the Pirates 2-1 in the fourth. 2-2 to Toro. Pitch fouled off. Third base side. They're making him work a little bit. That's good. 34 pitches now thrown. A lot to love about a brand new Subaru. Find yours at SubaruofNewEngland.com. 2-2. Pitch is a ground ball softly to second. India's been busy. He's got it. Throws a little wide to first. Kind of airmailed that thing. Yanked it, rather. And there's one away. Would you like to tell us a little bit about Citgo?
Sure. This third inning brought to you by Citgo. Here's a club you'll want to get into. Club Citgo. Download the Club Citgo app now and instantly save 23 cents per gallon on your next fill-up.
You'd have to go to the club with Rave, right?
I'll be there.
I know you will. Here's Romy. He's been so good. The pitch. Outside. He's the kind of guy who will sit slider and try to hit it to the cask and flagon. 296 with 8 homers and 36 driven in. 1-0. The pitch is a fastball. He was maybe looking for something else, and it's 1-1.
100% sitting slider right there. That was fastball, middle away. By the way, 2 for 4 against righties yesterday.
1-1. Pitch. Swinging a liner foul. And he will, especially against righties, go the other way more.
100%, because that's what keeps him on the off speed. That keeps you on the slider when you're okay letting the fastball get deep and driving it to the right side.
No score. Bottom 3, Sox and Royals. Smoky but lovely night at Fenway as Romy takes an easy slider. Way off the plate, and it's 2-2.
Not as smoky as yesterday. That was pretty wild, actually. It's a little better today. Could barely make out the letters on the Prue last night.
2-2. Pitch. Romy fouls it back. He got a fastball elevated. It stays 2-2. Romy looks like he spray painted his baseball pants on.
Well, when you're built like that, you can get away with it. If I wore that, it looks like my pants are stuffed with mashed potatoes.
Mine like broomsticks. The 2-2 is outside. There are not a pair of baseball pants on earth that would be that tight on me. They don't exist.
That's a good point.
3-2 to Gonzalez. Tight pants at all. Bottom 3. Bases clear. The pitch. Romy swings and lines one up the middle into center field. He's going to make the turn at first. He's thinking about it, and he will stop over there as the Red Sox do have their first hit. Great at bat for Romy.
Phenomenal at bat. He searched for and hunted his one pitch he looked for the entire at bat. Got to 2 strikes. Then it was just time to battle. He eventually did get that slider and hit it up the middle for a single. I do love how hard these guys run the bases. Outfielders know. I have to get to it quick. I have to rush it in. And you can force some guys to kick the ball around just by that.
This is an interesting spot for Hamilton. He's not played much, so you wouldn't think they'd ask him to square. Maybe bunt for a hit, though. The pitch is outside. But, again, when you don't play most days, I think it's probably the right thing to try to find your swing a little bit early in games.
Totally.
1-0 to David. He does have 3 homers, but hitting $180 this year. Frustrating season so far. That can change for him in a blink. Pitch is way outside. Now, this is only the second time that Bergert has pitched out of the stretch. Last time he got a double play, but he looks uncomfortable here to Hamilton.
Yeah, 2 fastballs there, 2 balls way out of the zone. Maybe sit slider here, see if you can get a cookie.
We got cookies before the game from the cookie lady. Brownie cookies at that. 2-0. Pitch. Swing and a foul. He was trying to go right there, but that was well located on the outside corner, and it's 2-1.
Looking at Bergert, it's actually interesting. Lefties hitting 143 against them, righties 237.
The cookie lady is Linda Winship from Norton, Mass. In every series or so, we'll see some great cookies in here.
She has a gift.
She does. 2-1 is in there. Sweeper, and it's 2-2. I've never had a brownie cookie. I liked it.
It's such a... We're going to get into it here. We talked food last night. We're getting back to it tonight. They weren't too sweet.
Yeah.
They were... You could eat 11 of them if you wanted to. I might try.
We got about 8 left. 2-2 to Hamilton. Right, throw to first, and Romy, I don't know that he was leaning necessarily, but he was thinking about it.
I think so. I mean, this is not a lot of traffic. Actually, only 2 base runners up to this point. You want to try to get in scoring position with the top of the lineup right after Hammy.
2-2. Duran on deck. The pitch is outside. Good check there. So now I do think 3-2. He'll probably take off.
Probably going to get a pick off here just because they're assuming he'll run, and then he'll obviously go after that.
1 on, 1 out. No score in the third. Romy edging away at first. Not running. The pitch is foul on the third base side.
Yeah, in that situation, you're with 1 pickoff left. You're expecting him to pick, and you don't want to get caught leaning.
He's done a good job altering his times here. 3-2. Romy leads again. Called over there by Pasquantino. Payoff pitch is fouled again. They really are working him in this inning. That's now 19 pitches thrown. 48 overall. Just a different murmur and buzz around Fenway these days. It happens when you win 15 of 17 in your park. 3-2, the pitch. Swinging a high fly toward the Red Sox bullpen. This thing is belted into the triangle. It will hold up, though, on the warning track. Romy's going to tag it first. Throw not in time. Head first slide aggression. But the ball is just not carrying tonight, and they're 2 down.
That was the 8th pitch of that at-bat. Great at-bat. Slider that was hung middle in, and you're thinking this was headed for the bullpens. As it started to work its way out, it started fading back to center field, and the wind knocked it down. It's not howling at all. It's kind of circulating in the stadium, maybe just blowing in there from center field.
102 off the bat. All right, Duran now. He gets a second look at this starter. The pitch is a strike on the outside corner. Change-up. Now, he's not thrown many of those. That was a beauty, and it's 0-1.
Second time through. Got to change it up, literally.
Do you think Jaron went up there looking slider?
Oh, I would think so.
That's one thing they do so well is plan and chat in the dugout. 0-1, the pitch is swung on a miss. That was a great slider. Dove beneath the zone, and it's 0-2.
Yeah, he does a good job of stealing strikes away from hitters with that slider, but also after he gets a strike going just below the zone, where it's in the zone almost all the way to the plate and dips below for swing and miss.
0-2. No score. Romy at second base. Duran waits, standing tall with Bregman on deck. The pitch. Swinging a high drive down the left field line. It is way back there, and it is off the wall. Romy's going to come home and score. Duran catches Green, and it's 1-0 Red Sox. So often for him in this ballpark, the answers are there. 32 doubles, and the Red Sox take the lead.
Well, I'll tell you, if you're a lefty playing in this ballpark, you're facing someone with good off speed, just try to hit the ball off the monster, right? It lets the fastball get deep. It keeps you on the off speed, but then you can there's so many doubles to be found off the green out there.
Here's Alex Bregman. He swings and fouls it off on the first base side beneath us. He was ready to go right there, and it's 0-1. It is incredible How many times in this run the Red Sox have done exactly this? Second time through, adjustments are made. 0-1 to Bregman. A run in for the Sox. The pitch. Breggy takes a strike. That was borderline. I don't think it was.
No, it's a slider off the plate. That's a really good pitch, but that is a ball all day, every day.
He's been a little ornery at the plate, Alex has, because loud contact, had some bad luck. A couple hits last night. 0-2. Pitch is high. He looks ready to go, don't you think, Will? He looks locked in at the plate.
He's always due to do damage.
One ball, two strikes. Run in with Duran at second. Here it is. Bregman drives one in the air into right center field. Not hit that hard. Grichuk comes in for the Royals. He's there to make the play. And the inning is over. However, Romy and Duran combined to get a run up for Crochet, who'll take the mound. 1-0. Fourth inning next on the Shaw's and Star Market, WEEI, Red Sox Radio Network.
Your burger is served, and this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. Its sweet profile perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger.
That is one perfect combination. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
You ever try fixing your car and realize you're missing that one part? Yeah, been there. That's why eBay's my go-to. They've got millions of parts, guaranteed to fit. I'm talking brake pads for when yours have seen one too many miles of stop and go. Oil filters, because you don't mess around with your engine care. Even got this cold air intake on my watch list. I might just go for it. To keep the ride cool and your DIY streak hot. Find all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. eBay. Things. People. Love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Hey, it's Jill Schlesinger, CBS News business analyst and certified financial planner. You may have heard me dispensing financial advice on the radio before, but did you know you can get my money tips on demand with my podcast, Money Watch with Jill Schlesinger? If you have a question about a major financial decision in your life, this is the show for you. Follow and listen to Money Watch with Jill Schlesinger on the free Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
A summer day is the most righteous time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of bold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me a river, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
Hi, this is Garrett Crochet. You're listening to the home of the Red Sox, WEEI.
Garrett Crochet on the mound for the fourth. Jonathan India takes a pitch that misses inside. 96-mile-an-hour fastball. The New England Chevy dealers question of the day. Together we drive at Sox Booth on Twitter. Who should be behind Garrett Crochet in the Red Sox starting rotation? I assume that means if they get into the playoffs. Pitch to India. That's in there with a good sinker, and it's 1-1. I mean, both Giolito and Bayo have been really good.
Yeah. I think I trust Giolito a little more right now, but I mean, it's right there.
1-1 is foul, and that's such an uncomfortable swing. One run tonight for Crochet feels like a lot. That's how good he looks.
There's still some guys in this lineup you got to be careful with. Obviously, Witt, Salvador Perez, even left on left, Pasquantino with the monster.
Yeah, those are the three guys on a night like tonight. 1-2. Pitch is just outside. Man, that was close. Bregman's thinking, wait a minute. I think it was a ball, and it's 2-2. Pitch count is always a number to watch for Crochet. He's shaken twice now, and 3 times. 2-2. Is just down and in. Where is that?
You're a liar.
I mean, that's a perfect fastball.
That's wild. I mean, that is dotted.
Come on.
Narvaez didn't catch it great because of where he was set up, but that's a strike.
3-2. Here it is. And it is in there. Strike 3. He got him with a cutter on the outside corner. And there's one away.
You know what? You dot a four-seamer at 97, down and in, it gets balled. And then you backdoor a cutter. Good luck. That's
6th
silly.
strikeout through the first 10 hitters. And here now is Bobby Witt Jr. 1-0 Red Sox in the fourth. Crochet winds. He throws. Witt fouls it back. Well, he was ready to go right
He's got
there.
some quick hands, doesn't he?
He does. 96 miles an hour. I mean, this dude has put up numbers in the beginning of his career that very few ever have. 0-1. Chopper toward third, foul. Inside the bag. Last year, stole 31 bags, hit 32 homers. 0-2. Pitch is a check swing. Did he go? No. That was very close. So, the year prior, 30 homers, 49 steals. So, consecutive 30-plus seasons for this guy. One of the game's brightest stars. He got 16 homers this season with 63 driven in. Crochet into the wind. The 1-2 is high. Fastball. He's now thrown 48 pitches, which is totally efficient. With one out in the top of the fourth inning. 2-2. Pitch is outside. Change up. So now it's 3-2. The rivalry report brought to you by Rivers Spring Living. What a special place that is. 32-acre campus by the Hudson. 3-2. Crochet to Witt. The wind and the pitch is driven high into left field. Yoshida back into the warning track at the wall. Massa can't get it. It's high off the green, and Bobby Witt has got more than a double. He's racing around second into third with a head-first slide. And there is the Royals' first hit. He is an alien. You just never see people after a ball clangs off the wall out there where he was between second and third that quickly.
Yeah, it was right off the bat. He didn't admire it. He was gone. Kind of like Jarren Duran, the way the ball hits his bat and he's thinking three as soon as the ball leaves his bat. Massa did. I thought it had a beat on it. It just kept carrying. We talked about the ball not flying tonight.
He's got juiced as Witt as Pasquantino takes a pitch outside for ball one. All right, tying run 90 feet away. It felt like that could be one of those nights for Crochet, the way his stuff looked early. Not meant to be, but still very much in control. Big spot here, 1-0. Strike on the inside corner. Cutter and a good one.
Just watching the replay of Witt on that. That's a cutter down and in, well located, exactly where Crochet wanted it. He just went down and scooped it.
4 triples on the season for him. 1-1. In the dirt, gets past Narvaez, but not enough for Witt to come down the line. I'll tell you what, Carlos, by all the numbers, has had a brilliant defensive season. I think the last couple of weeks have been a little bit different for him. Not that that was an easy stop, but the balls have kind of popped out of the glove more than usual.
Yeah, I've noticed that, and that's him a lot of times trying to steal strikes, trying to pull those pitches up, have popped out of the webbing.
2-1, infield in. Crochet throws, and he misses just outside with a sinker. 110th pitch of the game, 54 of them by Crochet, brought to you by 110 Grill. Gluten-free dining done right. Crochet at the letters, throws, and Pasquantino grounds one hard to first, and it will not score the run. Toro gloves, steps on the bag, and a big-time second out for Crochet.
Yeah, big one. Hit pretty hard, but right at Toro, playing right in the baseline at first base. No chance for Witt to advance.
Now the infield gets to back up. Increase the angles a little bit. League leaders in Who's Circling the Drain, brought to you by Drains by James, Eastern Mass's leader in residential and commercial drain cleaning and pipe lining. 2 downers. Michael Garcia, hello, swinging a miss at a nasty sweeper, and it's 0-1.
Yeah, the sweeper's pulling the disappearing act today. This thing is filthy.
Obviously, Crochet all over the pitching leaderboards. 0-1. Witt at third, the pitch. Way outside with a fastball.
Well, if your favorite color's red, go over to Baseball Savant and put in Crochet's last name in the search bar.
It's unbelievable, isn't it?
There is not any sign of blue anywhere.
He has got the second best ERA behind only Skubal, and that might change tonight. 1-1. The pitch is down and in. So, I mean, it's 2-1-8 for Skubal, 2-2-3 coming in for Crochet. He's got the most wins He's got the second most strikeouts, now officially tied with Skubal at 181. I mean, I think we got a real Cy Young race on our hands.
We sure do.
2-1. The pitch is swung on and missed. A sweeper, and it's 2-2. And Will, 6 weeks ago, that was not the case. It was Skubal's award, but Crochet's been on this incredible run in big spots as the Red Sox are surging.
Yeah, and that's got everyone's attention, right? It's like, who's hot at that time? What are you doing for the team you're on to get people's attention?
2-2 to Garcia. Pitch. Chopper toward third. Bregman comes in, and it's over his head, and the game is tied. Took kind of a trampolining bounce. Garcia heading for second. The throw from Yoshida way late. And it's an RBI double. We're tied at 1.
It's one of those weird hops. As a third baseman, and you see a ball off the bat like that where it goes straight into the ground, your first read is always in because you're trying to come get that before it gets the second hop. That hit something really hard. Yeah. You rarely see him bounce that far where he can't make a play on that ball.
Really did hop well over his head. All right, so the game is tied, and here now Salvador Perez, red-hot hitter. Crochet, head on a swivel. He throws. And a high fly into shallow left field. Yoshida is over to his left. He's there to make the play, and the inning is over. Royals get 1. We're tied after 3.5 on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Still getting around to that fix on your car? You got this. On eBay, you'll find millions of parts guaranteed to fit. Doesn't matter if it's a major engine repair or your first time swapping your windshield wipers. eBay has that part you need, ready to click perfectly into place for changes big and small. Loud or quiet, find all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. But you already know that. eBay. Things, people, love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Hey, it's Jill Schlesinger, CBS News business analyst and certified financial planner. You may have heard me dispensing financial advice on the radio before, but did you know you can get my money tips on demand with my podcast, Money Watch with Jill Schlesinger? If you have a question about a major financial decision in your life, this is the show for you. Follow and listen to Money Watch with Jill Schlesinger on the free Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Summer's here, and it's time to bring the heat in a new Honda. Head out on an unforgettable adventure. Or take a sporty sedan for a spin. All while driving with confidence. Check out the Civic, Accord, or HR-V during the Honda Summer Event.
See dealer for financing details.
Want to listen to WEEI on the go? Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Wilyer Abreu for the Red Sox as we go into the bottom of the fourth. 1-1 the score. Sox will have Abreu, Story, and Massa in the Herb Chambers batting order. Pitch to Abreu. A little bit high and outside. Herb Chambers, Lexus of Sharon, and Lexus of Hingham in this fourth. Each team with a run on 2 hits. 1-0. Abreu rips one foul on the first base side. And it is 1-1. I pulled up the details on that hit by Michael Garcia. It went 8 feet. 8 feet off the bat. Come on. A little trampoline bounce. 1-1 to Abreu. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Tried to go deep right there. A slider. And it is 1-2. Greg wants to take his time. He struck out swinging his first plate appearance. Skies darkening. Streak of pink clouds overhead. One, 2. High pop-up. Shallow left field. Witt from shortstop goes out. He is there to make the play. 1 down, 10 seconds. Station ID on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI, Red Sox Radio Network.
From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
Will Fleming, Will Middlebrooks. Red Sox and Royals tied at 1. It's a Crochet night, Fenway Park. And here's Trevor Story, who takes a pitch outside for ball 1. As always, baby blue all over Mr. Story. Sleeves, pads, shoes, gloves. Just his favorite color.
This looks good. Everything matches. He's got the sleeve that matches the print on the shoes, that matches the print on the arms. It's just...
See, for that reason, he'd be fly in these Royals unis. 1-1. Pitch is foul on the first base side.
This fourth inning is brought to you by Cars for Kids. Easiest way to get rid of your old car. Donate today, and your car could be picked up tomorrow. Donate now at carsforkids.com. That's cars with a K.
Baby's all grown up. Doing reads on the radio now. It's amazing.
I do reads on TV.
I know you do, but you never do them here.
Well, normally I've been doing pre and post, so I'm just like, you're like, I got you.
Voice is gone.
You take it. You have good feel for that.
1-2. Trevor takes a strike. He knew it. Looking for something else there. That was a fastball right in there. And they're 2 down. That's the fourth inning bell, which is brought to you by Boston's premier retirement planning specialist and the team at Hackman Wealth Partners. 4 offices around Boston. This kid, who's a rookie, has now thrown 64 pitches. And now Massa. 2 down, bases empty. Strike on the outside corner.
This guy can pitch. I mean, there's no way around that. This is a really good offense in the Boston Red Sox, and he's shutting them down for the most part.
I've been very impressed. 0-1, Massa. Soft ground ball to the right side. India's got it. High hop throw to first. Inning over. We go to the 5th at Fenway, 1-1. Tie game, the Shaws and Star Market, WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
The Recap Show is an unfiltered, inside look into the world of global soccer and women's sports and all things culture.
From 2 U.S. Women's National Team World Cup champions and Olympians.
Follow and listen to The Recap Show wherever you get your podcasts.
You hear that? That's the sound of Pepsi Zero Sugar. The better tasting, more refreshing Zero Sugar Cola. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Let your taste decide.
A summer day is the most righteous time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me a river, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
Celebrate over 100 years of steak perfection during the Omaha Steaks Anniversary Sale. Save 50% site-wide on USDA certified tender steaks and more. Plus, get an extra $35 off with code CERTIFIED at omahasteaks.com today. Don't wait. Shop the anniversary sale at omahasteaks.com to save 50% on legendary steaks and more. Plus, get an extra $35 off with code CERTIFIED. Minimum purchase may apply. See site for details.
Your burger is served. And this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. Its sweet profile perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger.
That is one perfect combination. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
Hart, Fitzy, and Johnson.
Weekdays 2 to 6.
Now back to the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Crochet back to the mound for the top of the 5th. Red Sox and the Royals. It's the all-women's broadcast. Over on the Nesson side with Emma Tiedemann, Alana Rizzo, Jen McCaffrey slides in with them. Very cool what the Red Sox have done. And I hope we get to a point before too long where it's just not that big a deal.
Well said.
They're all so worthy. And proud to have them next to us here tonight at Fenway. Here's Randall Grichuk. The pitch is a ground ball on the right side. Hamilton back to his left. What a glove and throw to first in time. That robbed Grichuk. And there's one away. Just to clarify before the Twitter mob goes crazy on me, I just mean that they should be here a lot and that we don't make a big deal of it because it's normal.
I'm with you.
Plus, anything to get you out of that booth is a good thing.
Here's also true.
Nick Lofton.
Because it gets me over here.
That's exactly it. Pitch is a little bit inside. Fastball, 96. Crochet, 63 pitches. He's rolling along. Pitch. Liner deep into right field. This thing's crushed. Abreu back in. He makes the play! Wow! Off the bat, I thought no chance at all. He went back behind the pole, crashed into that short wall. I have no idea how he made up that ground.
And that is why when you look at his glove, there's this gold patch on the back of it. Plays like that where you're thinking double, maybe triple, no chance of an out. And he just gains ground, gloves it right in front of the fence, turns his back just to take the impact from the padded wall. What a play.
That part was super impressive. How about the defense in this inning? Hamilton and Abreu is now Luke Mailey digs in. Not only to make the catch, but he was worried he was going to slam in, maybe hurt some ribs.
Yeah, he was able to turn and put his back into the wall.
Here's a strike. The Red Sox, by all accounts, have the best defensive outfield in the game.
I mean, by the metrics, if you believe in them or not, they grade out way higher than anyone else.
2 down, 0-1, down and in. Sweeper. Think about it. I mean, Cedon's the best center fielder in the game. Abreu's the Gold Glove winner, and Duran's been awesome in left.
Yeah. Duran's had a couple misplays of late, which he can do. But he can also make some tremendous plays like we saw him jumping into the fence yesterday.
No doubt. 1-1 is a chopper foul outside of third. He can, Jaron, look more comfortable in center field just because of the angles.
100%.
But not when you got Cedon on the roster.
Yeah, if Cedon's playing on the dirt, sure, throw Jaron out there. Or if he has a rare day off.
Here's a foul off the end of the bat. Good changeup. He's not thrown a ton of those.
A handful today.
It makes such a difference when you make defensive plays like these.
Oh, I mean, that could have been a run scored if both those plays weren't made.
No doubt. 1-2 is down and in. I mean, think about the teams that are consistently in it. Rays, Brewers, Dodgers. They field the ball.
All good defensive teams, yep. I mean, the rare outlier was the Yankees. They got to the World Series last year. They weren't a good defensive team.
Cleveland always catches it. 2-2. Down and in.
Oof.
And that fifth inning really got them. Crochet's ticked off now.
He should be. That's 3 he's missed. And they got one on Bregman that was worse than all of the ones that have been balled by Crochet.
Yeah, and he's trying to be efficient and stay in this game, and he dotted that thing.
Yeah, sometimes just that over frame from Narvaez. He pulled that up about 2 feet. He didn't need to.
They're all taught to. The 3-2 is on the ground toward short. Diving attempt by Story. He can't get it into the outfield. So a little loud contact here for the Royals in this 5th inning. Probably should have been a strikeout. Instead, it's another hit for the Royals, their 3rd of the evening. And this 5th inning continues.
Yeah, I've seen several teams get frustrated with Moscoso back there.
Yeah.
This is not new.
He's not had a great couple innings. Here's John Rave. Code word of the game is pitcher's mound, where Crochet stands. The pitch. Strike on the outside corner. Make sure to enter your code word in the member portal today to claim your points. Pitcher's mound. Bregman in at third. Light hitting John Rave. $178. Pitch outside. The Royals feel like in a perfect world, this guy could emerge as sort of like a Whit Merrifield type. Versatile.
Fast.
1-1 the score, 1-1 the count. Pitch. Broken bat, little looper on the right side. Toro cuts in front of Hamilton. Dodge the barrel, makes the play, and the inning is over. Red Sox, outstanding defense in that inning. Halfway home at Fenway, 1-1 on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI, Red Sox Radio Network.
Some people follow the rules, I break them. I'm Soraya, and on Rule Breakers, we talk to the rebels who do things their way. Listen to Rule Breakers with Soraya on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
A summer day is the most righteous time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
Give me a river, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
Thank you. Honey, I think we have a serious problem we need to discuss.
What is it?
Our household is suffering from low D.
Low D? What is that?
It's when your drains are clogged all the time, and I'm tired of it.
Sounds like it's time to call Drains by James, the experts in drain cleaning, water jetting, camera inspection, or pipelining repair. All available 24/7. Drains by James will get your low D flowing again. Drains by James. They give a poop about your pipes.
Hey, it's Joe. Did you hear Shaw's and Star Market have lowered hundreds of prices on the items you buy most, like boneless chicken breast, 2-liter Coca-Cola, fresh avocado, snacks, cereal, and much more, all at lower prices. Find new lower price tags aisle after aisle and save on your grocery essentials. Want more value and savings? Shop the new lower prices and deals at Shaw's and Star Market today. See full savings claim details at shaws.com/lower prices or starmarket.com/lower prices. Shaw's and Star Market. Go shopping.
Your burger is served, and this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. Its sweet profile perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger.
That is one perfect combination. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
You're listening to live play-by-play action of the Boston Red Sox on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
When we go to the bottom of the fifth inning, Red Sox and Royals are tied at 1. Carlos Narvaez, in some ways, it's a victory that he's still in the game, the way he sort of grimaced last time up down the first base line.
I'm interested to hear from him post-game, see what that was about.
I'm also curious if he puts the ball in play, how he moves down the line. Bottom 5, the pitch Carlos takes. You know, you've been in that spot. That was a ball upstairs. You probably assume the worst. Like, he was slamming his helmet on the dugout steps. He thought something really bad had happened.
Sure.
1-0. Ground ball up the middle, off the feet of the pitcher. He will try to cover. Pasquantino flips to him, and almost any other base runner would have been safe. They made a mess of it, but they were able to overcome it. As the Red Sox see Narvaez retired, he was moving well down the line, and there's one down.
He was moving better, and it was to watch him go into the dugout. I was watching every trainer watch his every move as he went to the dugout just to make sure. But he seemed okay the way he got down the line right there.
You can understand a player, you've lived this, Will, where if you feel something, I would imagine the first thing that flashes through your eyes is all the work, all the time, and this team's on a run, and I'm about to miss out on a lot of it.
Of course, you know how important you are to this team.
Here's Abraham Toro, pitch. Is a strike. You know, that scare does underscore that exact point. I mean, they need Carlos big time.
I mean, who would be the next guy behind Connor?
They've made some sort of minor league additions. They got rid of Sable. Here's a liner up the middle, caught at second by Jonathan India. And they're 2 down. Red Sox on EEI brought to you by your New England Ford dealers and the Ford Summer Sales Event. Hurry in to get great deals now, including the F-Series official truck of the Red Sox. Well, Romy, I think, has had the best at-bat of the game for the Red Sox. Even though Duran scored him with that double off the wall, the way that he battled was just tremendous. He gets a chance with 2 down and the bases clear in this fifth pitch. That's right there.
All right, so Sebi Zavala, remember him from spring training. He's there in Worcester, and they did pick up Chadwick Tromp. He was a free agent pickup. Baltimore DFA'd him in July.
Well, one is a liner into right. Trump is making catching great again. Romy is retired, and the inning is over. We go to the 6th inning, tied at 1 on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Hey there, I'm Kendra Adachi, and my show, The Lazy Genius Podcast, helps you be a genius about the things that matter and lazy about the things that don't, and you get to decide what matters. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm here to give you a new way to see. Episodes of the Lazy Genius Podcast are full of compassionate time management tips and permission slips to do what makes sense for you. New episodes drop every Monday. Follow and listen to the Lazy Genius Podcast on the free Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Wherever you're headed, there's a Chevy built to get you there. Choose from a family of smart and stylish SUVs, including the all-new Equinox or hard-working trucks like Silverado. It's ready, steady, and strong. See your New England Chevy dealers.
Ain't nothing gonna break my stride. Nobody gonna slow me down.
Don't let pneumococcal pneumonia break your stride. If you're 50 or older, you're at increased risk. So be proactive with Capvaxive pneumococcal 21-valent conjugate vaccine to help protect against invasive pneumococcal disease and pneumonia caused by certain types of pneumococcal bacteria. Capvaxive helps protect against the strains of bacteria that cause about 30% more IPD cases than any other pneumococcal conjugate vaccine in adults over 50, according to national level CDC stats. Regional variations may exist. Don't get Capvaxive if you're allergic to the vaccine or its ingredients. Tell your doctor if you have a weakened immune system. Common side effects include injection site reactions, feeling tired, headache, muscle aches, and fever. Capvaxive does not protect against all strains. For more information, call 1-800-927-8888 or visit capvaxive.com. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Capvaxive. Need help paying for your Merck vaccine? Visit merckhelps.com. Sponsored by Merck.
The Christian Arcan Show, weekday afternoons starting at 6. Now back to the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
6th inning at Fenway Park, tied at 1, Sox and Royals. Jonathan India, top of the order, leads it off, and Crochet misses with a cutter. Tight zone all of a sudden, 1-0. Crochet, 6 strikeouts through 4, and then triple from Witt, double from Garcia tied the game as a sinker's in there for strike 1-1. He's full go tonight, Crochet is, and going forward after the long layoff. 1-1. Chopper toward third. Bregman beautifully plays it, times the hop, gloves, and throws to first in time. His footwork is incredible, Will. You've played the position. He started in, then he read the bounce, waited, and then made a perfect catch and throw.
Bad footwork at third base can just totally expose you because you get some odd hops there, and you have to use your feet and work from the ground up, and he is one of the best at it.
One out, here's Witt. First guy with back-to-back 30-30 seasons since Alfonso Soriano. Fastball. This is high. How good was he?
Dude, he hit the hardest ball I ever had hit at me at third
really?
base. At Wrigley in 2012.
With that bat that felt like it was 800 feet long.
It was a telephone pole, and he hit a ball. It had to have been like 115 off the bat, but it wasn't straight. He top-spun it with that 37-inch bat, and I didn't even catch it. I palmed it and just knocked it down, picked it up, and I threw him out.
You got him.
It scared me.
2-0. He is a little bit low.
You know how Narvi, they use the open glove to block things?
Yeah.
I was just saving my life and just swatted at it like a wasp. I heard it coming.
3-0.
Crazy.
Here's the pitch. And Witt looking all the way. Takes a strike. It's 3-1. He had so much whip on that bat.
Insane he could swing that bat as hard as he did. It was a 36-inch bat, 33 and a half, 34 ounces.
1-1 soft ground ball to second. Hamilton comes in. He's got a hurry. Little bobble throw to first just in time. That's how fast Bobby Witt is. I mean, that's a routine grounder, but we've lived it with Duran. You got to get it out. He did, and there's 2 down.
Yeah, it was hit just soft enough where David Hamilton had to come in on the run, catch it right in the baseline. But yeah, any hesitation there at all, that's an infield single.
Defense been very, very good. Well, now he has officially tied his career high as Crochet with 146 innings pitched as Pasquantino takes a sinker for strike 1. And they're moving around in the bullpen. Matz is stretching. 83 pitches for Garrett. You'd love to see him get through the 7th tonight. 1-1 the score. 2 down, bases clear. Pasquantino chops it to first. That should help. Toro's got it. He will flip underhand to Crochet. Very nicely done. 84 pitches in the books. 1-1. Bottom 6 is next. Hamilton, Duran, and Bregman. Some speed. When we return on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Your burger is served, and this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. Its sweet profile perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger.
That is one perfect combination. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
Crashes can happen to even the safest of drivers. Sometimes this is because of situations out of the driver's control. That's where driver assistance technologies can help reduce the human factors involved in crashes. Features like blind spot intervention, lane keeping assistance, rear automatic braking, and automatic high beams all have the potential to save lives. And one of those lives could be yours. Learn more about driver assistance technologies at nhtsa.gov/drivertech. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Transportation's National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
At some health systems, cancer care can make you feel like a number. At South Coast Health Cancer Care, you're more than a diagnosis. We offer the most advanced treatments and the latest surgical advancements, led by a connected team of experts who not only see your cancer, but all of you. Because healing isn't just medicine, it's compassion, it's connection, it's care that knows your story and walks along with you. We are South Coast Health Cancer Care. Visit southcoast.org/cancercare.
I'm Josh Scherer.
And I'm Nicole Inaidi.
And we're the cooks responsible for all the strange dishes on the internet's most watched daily show, Good Mythical Morning with Rhett and Link, and our own YouTube channel, Mythical Kitchen.
Between the two of us, we've worked almost every weird job the food industry has to offer, and we've developed some pretty strong opinions.
The strongest opinions, Nicole. Opinions so strong they need to be heard on an easily consumable auditory medium.
Does pineapple belong on pizza?
Are boneless wings just poser nuggets?
Is cereal soup?
Follow and listen to A Hot Dog is a Sandwich.
Free on the Odyssey app and everywhere you get your podcasts.
More Boston sports opinion, more often. Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
David Hamilton leads it off for the Red Sox as we go into the bottom of the sixth inning, tied at 1. Bergert throws, and Hamilton takes a borderline pitch called a strike, and it's 0-1. If you want to win free groceries for a year, great prizes like $500 in Shaw's gift cards. Enter the Summer Slam Sweepstakes. I should say that better this time. The 0-1 is a strike. It's the Grand Slam Summer Sweeps. Sox hit a slam, you win free groceries for a year. $50. Get your code and enter. 0-2 to Hamilton. Pitch. Chopper foul. Look out. Abreu, Anthony, Romy, and many others went diving out of the way.
Scattered.
And what a shock, Jason Varitek playing pranks on guys. He just pinched Marcelo Meyer on the hip. The 0-2. Pop up. Shallow left field.
Get down.
Does he see it? Yes. Lofton.
I thought maybe he lost that there for a second.
Maybe 30 minutes ago. Now the skies are just dark enough, and here comes Duran. It is insane what an impact Roman Anthony has made on this offense and this lineup in such a short time.
Totally. Just his ability to get on base 4 times every 10 at-bats, right? It's just, he is always on base. It changes everything.
Both bullpens have guys standing. Here's a hard ground ball to first. Pasquantino bobbles. He will flip underhand to the covering pitcher. And very quickly is out number 2. Bullpen report brought to you by Interlock Metal Roofing. Never re-roof again. New England Metal Roofing.com. Yankees and Rangers just underway on the Subaru of New England scoreboard. In Arlington, they're in the second. A lot to love about a brand new Subaru. Find yours at Subaru of New England.com.
Be a lot to love about this homer Bregman's about to hit.
Ooh, I love when you do that. It's been a while. Pitch to Alex is a strike. Now that one looked good. Better that time. 0-1. Two down. Pitch. Bregman takes outside by plenty. Slider, and it's 1-1. Bergert has not gone longer than 5 1/3 innings all year long. That's why they got double-barreled action in the bullpen. This might be his last hitter no matter what. 1-1. Bregman takes outside. He couldn't do that to him again. He finally got it right, did Moscoso, and it's 2-1.
There's a change up there for Bergert.
2-1 to Bregman. The pitch is a good take again. Sweeper low. I think they might go to the lefty for Abreu, who's on deck. Hitters count for Bregman. 3-1. Pitch is a swing and a miss. He couldn't hold up on a slider. Sitting fastball, I think, and it's 3-2.
Yeah, 3-2 slider and a dotted pitcher's pitch down and away.
Full count. Bergert throws. Bregman swings and rips it foul. Look out, Kyle Hudson just did the jump rope.
Not many third base coaches get out of the way of that, but you have a guy who led a D1 football team in a receiving 2 years in a row. He can get out of the way.
Stud at Illinois, Huddy was. 3-2. Pitch to Bregman is swung on and ripped down the third baseline. Foul. He's getting closer and closer. He wants that one back, I think.
Yeah.
Sweeper that got a lot of the plate.
Bergert has done such a good job of just simply not making mistakes. When he misses, it's off the plate. It's not over the heart where he can get hurt.
Another 3-2. Here it is. Bregman takes outside ball 4. Excellent plate appearance. I think that's going to do it. Matt Quatraro getting out of the Royals dugout, getting the pitch comm and the cards ready. I mean, Abreu's in the batter's box. They just couldn't find all their equipment. Now here comes the Royal manager, and that'll do it. All things considered, that is really good from Bergert.
2 hits, not a lot of hard contact. I mean, he was just spotting everything.
And it's the 6th inning. Would Alex Cora be tempted to do something here? We'll see. Normally this is a little early in the game, and he likes to do it further down the lineup card. I think they'll let Abreu hit when we come back. Left-hander out of the mound is Angel Zerpa. Tell you all about him after this in the Shaw's and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Listen up, Sox fans. Now you can get expert service for your Ford vehicle right in your driveway with Ford Mobile Service. Your Ford dealer's technicians can perform many of the same services remotely that they do at the dealership. From oil and filter changes to brakes, batteries, tire rotation, and more. Ford Mobile Service is part of U-Mode, the convenience of owning a Ford vehicle made just for you. See your participating Ford dealer for important program details and terms and conditions.
Having health insurance is a must-have, and the Massachusetts Health Connector has a power-packed lineup in Connecticare plans that delivers. At the top of the order, lower premiums make bumpy costs affordable. The middle of the lineup is packed with low copays and no deductibles, so you can save money on everything. From an urgent ER trip to managing chronic disease like diabetes and hypertension through no-cost prescriptions. Round out the order access to Connecticare plans now at mahealthconnector.org, and you have a winning team with you and the Massachusetts Health Connector.
Angel Zerpa, the left-hander, is on to face Wilyer Abreu. 1 on, 2 out in the bottom of the 6th inning. We're tied at 1. It's a pitcher's duel tonight at Fenway. What a job by Bergert. 5 2/3, 2 hits, only 1 run for now with a couple of walks and 2 strikeouts. And Concharo once again is going to the lefty Zerpa. And indeed, Abreu will stay in. And he's earned the right to do this. So much better of late. This is the 48th appearance for this lefty. 3.94 ERA. Man, you'd love to get Story up in this spot.
Yeah, Zerpa got a good fastball slider for the most part.
Abreu takes a fastball outside, ball 1.
Well, Zerpa literally has the highest ground ball rate in all of baseball at about 67%. You see this, you can't see it, but he's got a lot of sink on his fastball.
1-0. Pitch is not a ground ball. High drive into deep left field, back toward the green, and it's off the monster. Bregman takes the turn at second. He will glide into third. Good stuff from Abreu the other way.
Awesome.
And now second and third with 2 down for TS10.
Just awesome. That's how you have to take these left-on-left at-bats. Just set your sights to left field, let it get deep, stay on the off speed, and just hammer it off that wall. Use it to your advantage.
I didn't think Bregman was moving all that great on the base paths there.
He wasn't. He picking his spots. No one's scoring on that ball. It was a perfect bounce to the left fielder. So he recognized that and knew he could kind of coast into third base.
You ready for my mini soapbox rant?
Oh, let's go. I'll mute everything.
This is absurd. This should not be allowed. If you make a pitching change and a guy faces one dude, the pitching coach shouldn't be able to come out. I mean, what are you talking about in the bullpen if not the guys that are due up?
Right. If it's a pinch hitter, sure.
Yeah.
Go out there, talk to him about the new guy that you're facing. Trevor Story's been in there the whole game, so nothing new here. This is simply trying to maybe buy some time, but I don't see any action at all in their bullpen. So
it's not the end of the world. It just drives me nuts.
It's simply going out to a 25-year-old and saying, hey, base open, pitch smart here. You have a lefty on deck.
Well, now in that spot, that is where Alex Cora would make a move. If Story can reach here.
Oh, believe it.
So buyer beware. If he pitches around him, he's going to be staring down the barrel at Rob Refsnyder. Second and third, 2 outs. Here's the pitch, and it's low. And he is doing that. Clearly, that's the conversation. And I'm telling you, Alex Cora would be thrilled with that matchup.
So at that point, if you're the coaching staff for the Royals, you're saying, do I want this matchup here, or would I rather have Rob Refsnyder?
1-0 pitch. Trevor takes a strike. And on the inside corner, 1-1. Copyrighted broadcast presented by authority of the Red Sox. May not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. Fenway is alive. 1-1. Here's the pitch. Story drives one on a loop into center field. Down for a hit. Coming home, Bregman. Right behind him, Abreu. Story time at Fenway. The turbulent plane back into first with a 2-run hit, and it is 3-1 Red Sox.
And Zerpa, it was very clear he wanted to try to get something in on the hands of Story. He sold out there. The fastball still did get in off his hands, and he just floated a little soft serve into shallow center for 2 RBIs. We're looking at a 3-1 Red Sox lead now.
71 runs batted in for Trevor Story. All right, they will let Massa hit now. All smiles in the dugout as Yoshida takes a strike on the inside corner. What a difference a year makes. This club against lefties is lethal.
7-game hit streak for Story now.
Well, 1 to Massa. Line drive on the ground into left field. That's a base hit. Yoshida, that is encouraging. Left on left. The Plain Wings are out in the dugout again. He's all smiles. And the inning continues for Narvaez.
They're all yelling at Massa right now because he hasn't given the Wings. They're all barking at him.
And they're also going to pinch run for him with Cedon, which makes all the sense in the world. Make a defensive substitution. Get better with the lead now. God, Alex Cora has not missed one beat during this hot run for the Red Sox. He did the Wings. They were just kind of shorter than most.
Like a private jet.
Yeah, exactly. Here's Carlos Narvaez. He looks to lift off. Pitch is a strike. Top of the zone. Carlos didn't really think so, but I think it clipped the top. It's 0-1.
Something bothering Narvaez, right? So he's playing with a little edge to him. You can see it in his eyes tonight.
Normally so cool. 0-1. Grounded, rather lined foul, beg your pardon, on the first base side. Out of play, and it's 0-2. Well, the key up out of this whole thing, Williard. Double off the left field wall, moved the line, got the righties going.
And it's left versus left, and Alex Cora let him face him. Saw him face some lefties yesterday, found some hard contact, and he stuck with him there. Pushed the right button again.
Story at second, Cedon pinch running at first. 0-2. Narvaez fouls it back. Elevated heater. Subaru of New England scoreboard, scoreless Yankees and Rangers in the second inning. Twins lead the Tigers 6-1. You know, all of a sudden the Red Sox have designs on the best record in the American League. And teams like the Tigers are very much a part of that. The 0-2. Narvaez takes the ball, slider down and in. A lot to love about a brand new Subaru. SubaruofNewEngland.com.
That's what's wild is the 21 one-run losses. And you think back, and there's several that stand out. And had they won 6 of those, 7 of those, they have the best record in all of baseball.
Amazing.
It's insane.
2 in, 2 on, and 2 out. The pitch inside. Battling at bat here. Our old buddy John Schreiber warming for KC. Two and 2. Narvaez does have that look, doesn't he? He is dialed in right now.
He is due for a big one. He's 217 over his last 40.
Lead at first and second. 2-2. Carlos lines one into right field, sinking, but caught on the run by Grichuk. Excellent contact, but into the defense. However, the Red Sox get a couple thanks to Abreu and mostly Trevor Story. 3-1 after 6. Crochet back to the mound after this. The Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Your burger is served, and this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. Its sweet profile perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger.
That is one perfect combination. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
I'm Josh Scherer.
And I'm Nicole Inaidi.
And we're the cooks responsible for all the strange dishes on the internet's most watched daily show, Good Mythical Morning with Rhett and Link, and our own YouTube channel, Mythical Kitchen.
Between the two of us, we've worked almost every weird job the food industry has to offer, and we've developed some pretty strong opinions.
The strongest opinions, Nicole. Opinions so strong they need to be heard on an easily consumable auditory medium.
Does pineapple belong on pizza?
Are boneless wings just poser nuggets?
Is cereal soup?
Follow and listen to A Hot Dog is a Sandwich.
Free on the Odyssey app and everywhere you get your podcasts.
A summer evening is the ideal time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of bold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me a river, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew.
Do the do.
Celebrate over 100 years of steak perfection during the Omaha Steaks Anniversary Sale. Save 50% site-wide on USDA certified tender steaks and more. Plus, get an extra $35 off with code CERTIFIED at omahasteaks.com today. Don't wait. Shop the anniversary sale at omahasteaks.com to save 50% on legendary steaks and more. Plus, get an extra $35 off with code CERTIFIED. Minimum purchase may apply. See site for details.
Red Sox review after the game on 93.7 WEEI.
Garrett Crochet's got a 2-run lead as we go to the 7th inning at Fenway. Michael Garcia to lead it off. 85th pitch coming home for War Pig. He misses outside with a fastball. 1-0. His teammates call him the Beast, but I'm still so partial to nickname Lou Merlone gave him in spring training.
Oink, oink.
No.
No,
It's a
everyone
strike.
loves that.
If you don't, come on, save it.
Well, some people just love negativity and hate fun.
Not in this booth. 1-1. Crochet to Garcia. The pitch. Beauty. 97 in the 7th. And it is 1-2. Herb Chambers batting order brought to you by Herb Chambers BMW of Boston, Sudbury, and Medford. 1-2 to Garcia, who struck out and doubled. He takes a slider down and in. 2-2. Crochet, his last 3 starts exactly 100 pitches. He's thrown 88 tonight. Cedon stays in. He's in center with Duran over in left. 2-2. That is call the ball. Wow. Narvaez not happy, nor is Crochet. Count is full.
Moscoso is, I'll say he's grinded back there a little bit tonight.
3-2. Pitch. Chopped foul. Third base side. I mean, those right there as he fouled it off his feet. Those cost Garrett a chance to go deeper into this game.
Sure. One of them was a strikeout, ended up in a hit for Maley.
3-2. Here it is. And it's in the dirt. He walked him. That's his biggest miss of the day. That was a cutter that was kind of spiked into the dirt. It took a big bite out of Narvaez. Where is Carlos? He just went to go pick up the baseball. Just making sure Garcia was not going to try to advance, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, so runner aboard. Now that'll get the bullpen going. I think it's Matz who's going to begin to throw. Nope, Greg Weisser.
Yeah, Matz was up last inning, loose inning, but
what a huge matchup this becomes. Salvi Perez, who's their most terrifying hitter of late. 11 homers in his last 23 games. He takes strike 1. 3-1 Red Sox in the 7th. Crochet staring into Narvaez. Says yes. From the letters, he throws, and Perez drives one high and deep down the right field line. This is trouble. Abreu back by the pole. He will get there. Just inside the wall, behind the pole. And Perez just missed a game-tying homer.
Let me tell you, there's a very light breeze blowing from right to left. This one had pesky pole written all over it.
It did.
We were just waiting to hear it. And look, 10, 15 feet in front of pesky pole, it started to drift back into play where Wilyer Abreu's waiting right next to the wall.
Wow. Exhale. Whew. Here's Randall Grichuk. Right-handed hitter. He takes a little bit outside. Sinker. Weissert getting ready in an extreme hurry. I think they'll protect Garrett here tonight. He's not long for this game. 1 out, top 7. 3-1 Red Sox. And now maybe he's showing a little fatigue after the layoff. Garrett is stepping off, giving himself a little breather. 1-0. Grichuk has power. Pitch is a little low. Sinker just not as sharp in this inning, and it's 2-0.
As quickly and smoothly as the first 3 innings went. He definitely slowed down, especially with pitches in the strike zone. He's thrown a lot more balls.
2-0. Pitch high into left field. Back on it is Duran. Onto the warning track. Jaron leaps. It's off his glove. And then off the wall. Cedon backs it up. Picks it up. Throws to Story. Runner coming around third. And the drop on the relay. Probably wasn't going to matter anyway. You hope Duran's okay. More mad at himself than anything, I think. It's a double for Grichuk. And the Royals are within a run and have the tying runner at second base.
Well, this ball smoked into left center. Had the wall written all over it. Jaron actually, I thought, had no chance even to get to this ball. With his speed, gets to it and just off the end of the glove. It was never in his glove as he extended towards the wall. It made that tremendous play in almost the exact spot yesterday. He made some really hard contact with that left shoulder into the monster. The monster is okay.
He is upset with himself, but I mean, it would have been an impossibly great play.
Yeah.
Plus, it's the first inning he's been over there. I mean, it's just a totally different angle. He almost did it, though.
Well, these outfielders, as good as they are, they feel like if they get to it and they make contact with the ball at all with their glove, they should pull it down. So he's going to be frustrated. He's still pretty angry with himself out there in left.
Well, and I think Crochet will be really upset with himself for the walk of Garcia.
Yeah.
Especially the way it happened. All right, now tying run in scoring position for Nick Lofton. Right-handed hitter. Crochet digging deep. Here it is. Lofton takes a ball. Just the misses are a little bigger.
Yeah.
I think there's an excellent chance this is his last hitter. Now, if he punches Lofton out, we'll see. Behind him, 1-0. Here it is. And he misses low with a cutter. So it is 2-0. That is his 98th pitch. Raquel Garcia's had a game. That little chopper that tied the game and now scores the run to get KC back within 1. 2-0 as the chopper foul with his front feet. I guess technically you only have one front foot, but it hit him there and it's 2-1. 7th inning is brought to you by Jeffrey Glassman Injury Lawyers, Boston's go-to injury attorney for over 30 years. He's been hurt in a car or work accident. Got to get Glassman. All 7s after 6-1-7. 2-1. What a big spot this is for Crochet. He throws. Lofton chops it foul. Look out in the dugout on the third base side. 2-2.
Everyone thought it got Salvador Perez, but it looked like it got the railing on the bench he's sitting on.
Not easy to miss him.
He is a big boy.
And one of the great players of his generation.
Sure is.
He will have a plaque in Cooperstown. 2-2. 3-2 Red Sox in this 7th inning. Here's Crochet's pitch. And it is swung on and missed. He got him with a sweeper. That nasty pitch might have bought him one more hitter. Alex Cora talking it over with Andrew Bailey. That was one of his best of the night. 101st pitch. And his 7th strikeout, a huge one.
And he's staying in, as he should.
Finish the job. 2 down. Here's Luke Maley, who has a hit tonight. He chops it foul on the third base side.
And this isn't just anybody. This is your ace. This is arguably, put him in that argument with Turk Skubal, as one of the best pitchers in the game. This is his game. You leave him in there.
Especially with the long layoff. Push him a little bit. 0-1. He sets. He delivers. And a swing and a drive foul down the left field line. You know, it's not that the Red Sox would have taken him out because of pitch count. It's just that he wasn't as sharp anymore.
Sure.
But now, a strike away. And leaving with the lead in Fenway stands. Oh, 2. Pitch. Swing and a foul on the third base side. I thought he went over the top of that changeup, but he just hooked it outside the line. And it stays 0-2. This will be his last hitter, one way or the other.
Everything has been in this last 2 batters. A nice little sinker away. Maybe his best one of the day could be nasty.
0-2. Swing and a miss. He got him. fastball blows him away at 97 miles an hour. Crochet's 8th strikeout leaves the tying run in scoring position. That'll do, Pig. That will do. 3-2, stretch time at Fenway on the Shaw's and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Coming at you live from Auto Trader, here's New Car Energy.
They're searching inventory. You can make a budget for your wallet to help you succeed. It's smarter car shopping just for
Find
you.
your next ride at autotrader.com, powered by Auto Intelligence.
The Recap Show is an unfiltered inside look into the world of global soccer and women's sports.
Follow and listen to The Recap Show wherever you get your podcasts.
Our daughter Jessie loves playing detective.
A clue.
But since we discovered she has sensitive skin, we've been playing detective too.
We thought the problem was our puppy.
But it was actually our old detergent.
Aha.
So we switched to Tide Free and Gentle. Tide Free and Gentle provides an excellent Tide clean, and it doesn't leave behind irritating residues like dyes or perfumes, so it's gentle on your skin.
Case closed.
If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide Free and Gentle.
A summer evening is the ideal time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me a river, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
I'm Bob Burke, founder and chairman of Burke America Parts Group, a family of brands that includes RepairClinic.com, an appliance and HVAC parts solution company that's grown into an international brand. Before AmericanEagle.com, we partially launched a new technology platform developed by another firm. American Eagle helped take our technology to a whole new level with digital marketing, software development, and business insights into our key markets, appliances, HVAC, and outdoor power equipment, and did so both on time and on budget. AmericanEagle.com has the resources, experience, and talent needed to produce solutions. Our new technology platform, developed by AmericanEagle.com, has produced tremendous results with higher traffic, conversion, engagement, and online revenue. If you have any home repairs you need to take care of, check us out at RepairClinic.com. If you need a world-class website or technology project, then I would highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Call AmericanEagle.com at 773-NETWORK. That's AmericanEagle.com, 773-NETWORK.
You're listening to the Sox on the Shaw's and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network. Now, back to the play-by-play action.
Three-two Red Sox as we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Abraham Toro to face our old buddy John Schreiber, who spins a very familiar-looking slider on the outside corner. One of his signatures here. Strike one.
Same guy. Fastball, sweeper, cutter. It's his 51st appearance of the season. He's had a good year, right? About a 3 ERA.
0-1. Swing and a miss. Hey, he's been such an easy guy to root for from the moment he showed up here.
So true.
Became a new dad when he was with the Red Sox, and just a delightful guy who I think really appreciated the path he took here. 0-2. Toro fouls it off on the first base side. Plus, he almost always is smiling.
Except for when he's on the mound.
Exactly. It's what you want. By the way, Roman Anthony has a bat in the Red Sox dugout. Love that. 0-2. Toro takes a ball. Fastball high. It's Toro, Romy, and Hamilton in the Herb Chambers batting order. You could put Romy in there for Hamilton, bring Cedon back on the dirt. 1-2. I think it'll depend on the situation, whether they want to use Roman here. 1-2. Swinging a high fly into right field. Coming in, Grichuk, he'll get there easily to make the play. You could so make the case that the defense is best with Cedon in center field, and so I think you might only use Roman's bat if it's a big-time kind of high-leverage situation.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
In other words, if Romy doubles here, you're going to see Anthony. Would be my guess. 3-2 Red Sox, one out, bottom 7. Romy stands in, and he takes way outside. Sinker. Shaw's and Star Market have lowered hundreds of prices on the items you buy most. Boneless chicken, 2-liter Coke, avocados, snacks, and much more. 1-0. One down, bottom 7. Pitch. Swinging a chopper, softly hit. Could be an infield knock for Romy. Coming in, Garcia. He gloves and throws to first. Wow, was that good. Beautiful closing speed, pick, and arm strength from Garcia. Two down.
It hit his glove, and it was out on its way to first base. Tremendous play on the run by Garcia.
He's really kind of becoming the guy that the Royals thought he would be. It's going to be Weisert's 8th inning. And by that I mean top of the 8th. Pitch to Hamilton is a little bit outside. What another great night for Garrett Crochet. Extra rest, throwing hard early. And biggest pitches of the night at the end. Ace stuff like always. 1-0. Hamilton takes inside a cutter, 2-0.
That's a great point, right? You're just saying, okay, these are the pitches he's got to make, and what does he do? Strike out to end his outing.
His 7th and 8th. He now leads baseball in that column. 2-0. Pitch. Hammy takes inside. Now here, you want him to be extra patient. I mean, normally he can unload, but 3-0, get his speed on the bases, see what happens.
If he walks, it might as well be a double.
Yeah. So you would expect a straight take right here.
100%.
2 down, bases empty. Pitch. Taken. Strike. That was at the top of the zone for Schreiber. And it's 3-1. I know you lived this as a player. It's so hard to see old friends in other uniforms. Yeah. I mean, it's great, but...
Kawaka tomorrow.
3-1. Is swung on and ripped on the right field line. He turned on that thing, but hooked it foul. And it is 3-2. We loved having Waka around. Good old Texas boy. And he has gone on to continue great things. 3-2 to Hamilton. Duran would be next. The pitch is low. Ball 4. Great plate appearance for David Hamilton. So he reaches. You think he'll be on the move here. Jaron Duran with 2 down.
Yeah, Schreiber doesn't necessarily have the best pickoff.
No.
Either.
Is this a spot where if you're Duran, you're thinking about taking a pitch to give him a chance to run?
I would. Yeah, absolutely. If you're Hamilton, you want to go quick.
3-2 Red Sox. 2 down. He's not going, and Jaron takes a pitch inside it. Off the plate. Cutter. And now Pasquantino's going to go talk it over. Along with Maley. We take 10 seconds for station ID. Shaw's and Star Market. Red Sox Radio Network.
From the WEEI studios, 93.7 WEEI FM and HD1, Lawrence, Boston. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
Will Fleming, Will Middlebrooks, David Azer here in the booth, along with Doug Lane and Joe Braverman back in the flagship studios. 3-2 Red Sox has been a bit of a grinder. I mean, Crochet had sort of no-hit looking stuff early. Kind of a fluky game tying hit by Michael Garcia after a Bobby Witt lightning bolt triple. But the Red Sox got a bloop knock to score 2 from Story. Now the Royals within 1. Looking for insurance. They got speed at first and at the plate. 1-0. Hamilton leads. He should go here. He does. And then he stops, and Duran lines one on a hop off of Bobby Witt. It eats him alive. Hamilton rounds second. He's going to easily get to third. That's triple digits off the bat for Duran. And the Red Sox have him at the corners.
And you wonder how much did that false break from Hamilton maybe take the eyes off of the batter for just a split second by Bobby Witt Jr., just kind of taking a glance over, maybe getting him out of position to not field that ball cleanly.
And Duran is all of a sudden red hot again, and it's just loud contact all over the place. And now a chance for Alex Bregman.
Yeah, that was 110 off the bat.
Yeah, sure. He has seen Schreiber twice, Alex has, and struck out twice. 3-2, but runners at first and third. Schreiber's ready. Duran thought about it, then better of it, and Bregman takes inside. Ball 1. How fun has Fenway sounded these last few weeks? 1-0, the pitch is a strike. Sweeper. They've done that all night to Bregman.
Yeah, they've spun him to death this first 2 games of this series.
ton of speed at the corners. 1-1 to Bregman. Schreiber is ready. He throws, and Bregman takes a ball. Fastball inside. Saw it all the way through, and it's 2-1.
Now, do they stick with the same sequence? Do they go slider away here?
Hang one, and it is going to go a long way. 2-1. Schreiber is ready. He throws. Bregman, great take. That is. Sinker outside, 3-1.
Also, Duran can basically get the biggest lead he wants because Schreiber knows if he picks at first base, there's a good chance David Hamilton tries to steal home.
They got a lefty in the bullpen with Abreu on deck. 3-1. Pitch. Bregman takes way outside, ball 4. I think that'll do it for Schreiber. Bases loaded for the Red Sox, trying to rip this game wide open. Lynch is the lefty who's throwing. I cannot believe they're going to leave Schreiber in right here. Wow. Now, Lynch had some injury recently. Maybe that's the tipping point, but holy smokes.
I feel like this would be the point.
All right, here's Willier. The pitch is a strike. That should not have been inside, but called a strike, and it's 0-1. Loaded up pitch. Abreu takes the ball. Schreiber not sharp right now. That's the other thing. After the wildness to Bregman, surprising he stays in. 1-1. Red Sox at every base. Here's the pitch. Abreu swings and bloops one into shallow right field. Grichuk is going to race on, and he will slide and not make the play. It falls in for a hit. Hamilton scores. Duran behind him. It's the blooping Red Sox here today, and they lead it now 5-2.
The blooping Bo Sox. I love it. Take it how you can get it. I mean, this couldn't have been hit in a more perfect spot. Right there between Grichuk and India. I'm talking if it's a foot difference. Either way, it's caught by one of those guys. It hits the glove of Grichuk and then bounces out and finds some turf. Man, those are 2 big runs.
Well, how about the night Abreu's having? Such quality ABs. He put the plane wings out.
The landing gear.
That's how it's gone lately in this ballpark. Now here's Story. Still first and third. The pitch. Swinging a ground ball up the middle. Into center field. That's a base hit. Bregman scores. Abreu's going to test it. He's around second into third. Trevor delivers. And it is 6-2 Boston.
Well, another 2-hit day. Another 3 RBI game for Trevor Story. That puts him at 72 RBIs on the season.
In some ways, he's been a little snake bitten, but I think Matt Quatraro left Schreiber in way too long.
He should not have faced Abreu, but I'm glad he did.
You know, the other thing is they had all this double-barreled action up earlier, and then it just went away, and you know what it's time for? The happiest sound in the world. Mr. Brightside at Fenway Park, pitching change. 6-2 Red Sox on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Listen up, Sox fans. Now you can get expert service for your Ford vehicle right in your driveway with Ford Mobile Service. Your Ford dealer's technicians can perform many of the same services remotely that they do at the dealership. From oil and filter changes to brakes, batteries, tire rotation, and more. Ford Mobile Service is part of U-Mode, the convenience of owning a Ford vehicle made just for you. See your participating Ford dealer for important program details and terms and conditions.
Arbella Insurance has been doing business in the New England community for over 35 years. They're your friends, your neighbors, and fellow Boston fans. They do the wave at the ballpark together and get stuck in the same Sturo Drive traffic. At Arbella, being your neighbor helps them provide you with the coverage you need to drive, live, or run a business in this part of the country we call home. Arbella, here for Boston fans, here for good.
Sox, as they are rolling along, they're getting breaks, they're making their own chances, and they lead 6-2 here. Lynch, the fourth, is on. Maybe a couple batters too late, and he'll see Cedon Rafaela. Red Sox just cannot lose these days at Fenway. And it's not been the way the offense. The walk from Bregman. And the wheels are turning for the Red Sox as they go.
Playing detective.
A clue.
But since we discovered she has sensitive skin, we've been playing detective too.
We thought the problem was our puppy.
But it was actually our old detergent.
Aha.
So we switched to Tide Free and Gentle. Tide Free and Gentle provides an excellent Tide clean, and it doesn't leave behind irritating residues like dyes or perfumes, so it's gentle on your skin.
Case closed.
If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide Free and Gentle.
I'm Rhett. And I'm Link. And we're the hosts of the podcast Ear Biscuits. We're just two lifelong friends who've been talking about life for a long time.
From being dads to businessmen to all the random things we experience, nothing is off limits.
And now we're talking to you. We're answering your questions, giving advice that you may or may not want to take, and listening to your hilarious stories.
So leave us a voicemail to be part of the show at
1-888-EARPOD-1 on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Take Boston sports with you wherever you go. Download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
6-2 Red Sox as we go to the top of the 8th inning. Just another one of those nights. John Rave is on to lead off against Greg Weissert. Garrett Crochet finished his outing, 7 innings, 8 strikeouts. Dominant again. He's in line for yet another win. Here's a pitch that misses outside. Slider. Weissert has really turned it on once again. What a run he's on, Garrett Crochet. 9 wins in a row in terms of decisions as the 1-0 pitch also misses outside. And it is 2-0. Crochet has not lost a game since May 26th. They're riding the ace big time. 2-0 strike.
And so many times also early in the season, he was forced to, I say forced to, but pitch after losses or the team on a losing streak and the pressure of having to pull them out of that.
2-1. Here's the pitch. Pop foul. He got away with one there a little bit. Slider that was in the middle of the plate, but gets the job done, and it's 2-2. Get you updated on the Twitter poll. New England Chevy dealers question of the day. Talking about who should slot behind Garrett in the playoff rotation. 2-2. Foul. Third base side. Get a closer look at Chevy's award-winning lineup at your New England Chevy dealers. Exciting offers on the powerful Silverado and feature-packed all-new Equinox. 62% Gio, 38 for Bayo.
I agree.
2-2. High fly into right field. Abreu been busy and great tonight, drifting back to his right. He's there to make the play. One down. he had the big throw last night, Will, to keep the Red Sox way ahead. I think in some ways this game has been his most impactful defensive contribution in right. He looks like the Gold Glover.
Totally. The plays he's made on the fence, right on the wall. Man, maybe save the game.
So Crochet, 7 innings, 2 runs on him, 4 hits as Jonathan India swings over the top of the sinker. And it's 0-1. I feel pretty confident in saying the Red Sox would like to stay away from Chapman tonight.
Yeah, absolutely.
0-1 to India. He tries to check. Does he? Yes. Not even an appeal. On a slider, and it's 1-1.
Looks like Wahlberg went home.
After filming on the monster for several hours, 1-1 fouled on the third base side. Boston Blue, he was here for that. A lot of people were extras up in the monster seats there.
I was asked, hey, do you want to be an extra? I said, I got to go to work.
Dude,
by that, I mean, go down in the dugout and hang out with the boys, talk to Bueller and Fleming. And
dude, you're too good looking to be an extra. You're a leading man.
Stop that.
1-2 to India. Weissert is ready. He throws. Ground ball to third. Bregman has been great, but he bobbles this one. He picks it up, throws to first. Not in time. I jinxed him. Error on Bregman. That came out of nowhere. Maybe his feet got tied up just a little bit down there. He has not made errors lately.
No, and you know what? That ball, it was one of those where he's trying to stay down. He did everything right. It hit him in the palm of his glove and just kind of looked like it shot out the end. Just a misplay. Happens. He is human, I guess.
Doesn't often act it. 6-2. Now you got to be careful. Here's Bobby Witt Jr. Just when you got a big padding, Weissert misses outside with a slider. This is the last real gauntlet. You got Pasquantino, then Garcia and Perez. So these are the key hitters for Weissert. Trying to slam the door and lock up yet another series win. It would be their 4th straight. 1-0. Pitch is in there. I think that they corrected the official ruling on the ball Duran hit, which I guess initially scored an error. Not a ball that was murdered and ate Witt alive.
Come on.
1-1. So I'm glad they got it right. Here's the pitch. Chopper foul outside of third.
So it was corrected to a hit?
Hit.
Good. That's how it should be.
Yeah. We're talking about Abreu, but Will, think about the Red Sox defense right now. Gold Glover at third. Story is played at an elite level at shortstop. The right side is in flux. You got Hamilton and Toro there tonight, but the Gold Glover in right. Cedon is going to win Gold Gloves in center. Here's a high pop up toward him. Back on it, Hamilton. In comes Cedon, and the second baseman will get there and make the play for a big second out. Witt is gone. And then Duran's been really good in left. So all of a sudden, with Narvaez behind the dish, you look around, there are a lot of good gloves.
Totally. You got a lot of guys that will get votes for Gold Gloves.
I'll have to pull up in a little bit the aggregate defensive runs saved, but I have a hard time thinking Cedon is not the overwhelming favorite to win it in center.
Right.
He's been that good.
Buxton, but he's missing some time.
Here's Pasquantino, who takes outside with a fastball, 1-0. Apparently Buxton was sought after at the deadline by a lot of teams, and he told the front office, I'm not going to waive my no trade.
Wow.
Braves and Mets were interested, if you believe the reports. 1-0 to Pasquantino's 6-2 Sox, and Weissert misses with a sweeper.
Actually surprised he wouldn't want to go to Atlanta, where he grew up not too far away. Have friends and family close, the team you grew up rooting for.
Yeah, that one surprised me too. He had so much fun in the home run derby down there. 2-0. Little pop-up into center field. Cedon gliding in. It's the only way to say it. Beautifully done. Inning over. Nice job, Weissert. Sweet Caroline time at Fenway. 6-2 Red Sox on the Shaws and Star Market. WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
The march to spring training and opening day is upon us. Rob Bradford from Baseballs and Boring here, and we'll have you covered every single day with podcasts that aim to educate, entertain, and inform you as a baseball fan. Follow Baseballs and Boring in the free Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
At some health systems, cancer care can make you feel like a number. At South Coast Health Cancer Care, you're more than a diagnosis. We offer the most advanced treatments and the latest surgical advancements, led by a connected team of experts who not only see your cancer, but all of you. Because healing isn't just medicine, it's compassion, it's connection, it's care that knows your story and walks along with you. We are South Coast Health Cancer Care. Visit southcoast.org/cancercare.
Our daughter Jessie loves playing detective.
A clue.
But since we discovered she has sensitive skin, we've been playing detective too.
We thought the problem was our puppy.
But it was actually our old detergent.
Aha.
So we switched to Tide Free and Gentle. Tide Free and Gentle provides an excellent Tide clean, and it doesn't leave behind irritating residues like dyes or perfumes, so it's gentle on your skin.
Case closed.
If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide Free and Gentle.
Going on vacation? We're here for it. With kids who turn the back seat into a courtroom drama over whose tablet is louder, whose charger is faster, and why watching the same cartoon for the 100th time is a human right? Yep, we totally have vehicles to handle that. Because whether it's a road trip or a business trip, where your flight's delayed, your phone's at 2%, and your dinner, whatever's open, yeah, here for that too. Enterprise, we're here for it.
You're listening to the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Well, when you win 16 of 18 at home, truer words were very rarely sung. Thanks to Neil Diamond for that. Carlos Narvaez to lead it off as we go into the bottom of the 8th inning. El Capitan had a little injury scare, but he takes a curveball in there for strike one. There's just no place better than this. None. 0-1. Pitch. Narvaez takes outside. What was it like standing on the field and hearing these noises?
Well, at different times, it was different levels, right? It's...
1-1 is skied deep into center field, but at the warning track right in front of the bleacher bar. Center fielder there to make the play. Rave takes one away from Narvaez, one down. Stay tuned after the game for the Nissan postgame show. You deserve a car that thrills you. Nissan's got an exciting full line. Put goosebumps on your goosebumps.
So there were late seasons, and you have good teams, and it was like this. And then there were times where you're standing on third base. David Ortiz comes up, and it's a game-tying grand slam, and Torrey Hunter flips into the bullpen, and the ground shakes under your feet. And to this point, I've never heard anything that loud.
Yeah, I would have believed that. 0-1 to Toro, and a changeup misses outside. Lynch remains in the game, by the way. He was 1-1. Feel for Tanner Houck, shot of him in the Red Sox dugout. It's such a tough break for him. Likely to miss all of next year as Toro swings and fouls one back. He's put in so much work, an all-star last year, and he felt like when the command and velocity were so down this year, something was going on.
Yeah. He just couldn't get healthy, right? And you're going, what's the delay here?
1-2. Hard on the ground is short. Witt to his right. He stumbles as he throws, but gets it there in time. And there's two down. And Tanner right now is standing next to the man we'll get our first Red Sox look at, and that's Dustin May tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm excited to see that. And they delayed his start so they could get in the lab with him, look at his stuff, look at his pitch mix, and figure out how they could get the most out of him. So curious to see how the usage looks compared to his Dodger days.
Here's Romy, strike on the outside corner. We'll tell stories about choking on salad that were way more serious than I ever heard.
That's why I don't eat it.
0-1 to Romy. Down and in. He so rarely gets these kind of at-bats late in games as a guy who started the game against a lefty. 1-1. He lines one into right field. So good.
Because of course he does.
Magic wand and a two-out hit.
Jeez, another two-hit day. That's two in a row and his 16th of the season, having multi-hits.
That's been such a weapon for him. Well, the ability to stay in and go the other way.
He takes his shots when he feels like he's facing a guy he's going to get a cookie from. But the way Lynch pitches and how everything moves away, down and away from the righty, he felt like, I'm going to put the driver away and I'm going to lay up right here.
Something we all hate to do. Here's David Hamilton. He takes strike on the outside corner.
You know what I say? Layups are for basketball.
Especially when you hit it off the tee like you do. 6-2 Red Sox, 2 down in the bottom of the 8th inning. Pitch. Hamilton, soft ground ball to first. Pasquantino kind of in between there, but he makes the gloving stab and then sort of stumbles to the bag in time to get Hamilton, and the inning is over. Jordan Hicks is going to come on here in the 9th inning. Love smooth sailing from him. When we return, 9th inning, 6-2 Sox. The Shaws and Star Market, WEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Do you have a dark curiosity? Follow and listen to Heart Starts Pounding on the free Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
A summer evening is the ideal time to throw on your helmet or boots, grab an ice-cold Mountain Dew with a refreshing citrus kick, and head to the hills for some hiking, mountain biking, and panoramic views you'll be liking. Because raising your heart rate and your elevation deserves the elevated deliciousness of cold refreshment.
With lots to do. Give me a river, give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. Give me the sunshine, give me a dew.
Do the dew.
Are you living with dry AMD? If so, you could be on the road to geographic atrophy, or GA, a condition that leads to retinal cell death and permanent vision loss. But with Izervay, you can
slow it down and get it going slower.
Izervay slows GA progression by targeting a key source of retinal cell death, which may help preserve your vision longer. Izervay, or Avastin Capted Pagel, is a prescription eye injection used to treat GA. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may temporarily increase eye pressure. Your vision may be impaired after an eye injection or exam. Don't delay. Ask your doctor about Izervay today.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Visit Izervay.com. That's IZERVAY.com. Paid for by Astellas Pharma.
Ask your smart speaker to play 93.7 WEEI. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI.
Red Sox go to their third pitcher. It is Jordan Hicks, 3 outs away from a win. When Hicks is on, he's been electric and fantastic, but too often it's been a little bit shaky. They want none of that here tonight. Right-hander with a big arm facing Michael Garcia in the Herb Chambers batting order for the Royals, and a fastball. Good start. Right on the corner, 0-1. Brought to you by Herb Chambers, Maserati Boston, Maserati of Millbury, and Maserati of Warwick.
I want to see Hicks aim middle and let that sinker go to work.
0-1. Line drive to short, past the dive of Story and into left. Duran racing over to his left to cut that thing off. Loud contact. Trevor gave it a good bid. He's okay. Might have knocked the wind out a little bit on the dive.
That was a good pitch, too. Up and in, right on the corner. Wasn't over the middle of the play. That was just a good swing.
He's looked good tonight, Garcia
has. Offensively and defensively.
Red Sox with 6 runs, 9 hits, and an error. They have left 6. 2, 5, none, and 4 for the Royals. Updated box score brought to you by the Mass State Lottery. Here is Salvi Perez. Big swing. Slider way outside and a miss, and it's 0-1.
Yeah, Salvi will do that. He's always done it in his career. He'll sell out for a pitch and just swing through it if it's not what he's looking for.
0-1. Pitch. Liner foul. Well, he has had some enormous home runs when he does guess right and get it against the Red Sox.
Yeah.
A couple won a game last 2 seasons in KC in particular. I find him to be one of the more enjoyable players and personalities in the game. Now Chapman is up, kind of moving his left arm around. Interesting. 0-2 is outside. I mean, the Red Sox do want to win this series. And with the new 3-batter minimum, you feel a little more urgency getting the closer up. But they want to avoid him tonight. 4-run lead, leadoff man aboard in this 9th inning. Hicks is ready. He throws. I mean, that's not even close. He just bounced a slider in the left-handed batter's box. That
was the first bad one. Everything else had been much better command. That one he just yanked. See if he can get back to it. Because he has been in the zone so far. I know it's 2 batters in, but
Stay tuned after the game for the Nissan post-game show. Deserve a car that thrills you. Nissan's got an exciting full line to put goosebumps on your goosebumps. 2-2 to Perez. Pitch is a ground ball to short. Backhanded by Story. He takes his time, throws across. Nice comeback there for Hicks and a big first out.
7 pitches from Hicks, 5 strikes. So that is a good sign for him. But to your point, some loud contacts. Got to get it down with that sinker. It's been up in the zone.
So now Mike Yastrzemski will bat. It's a nice little hand here. Came over at the deadline. All he had known before was the San Francisco Giants. He homered here with SF. Now he takes a sinker from Hicks for strike one. So these guys were teammates like 2 weeks ago. Well, longer than that. The Devers trade went down about a month ago, but still, 0-1 is a little bit outside. And it's 1-1. It is worth repeating every once in a while. We don't harp on it, but what the Red Sox have done after they moved Rafi Devers. Totally different team. 1-1 inside. So Hicks falls behind 2-1. 6-2 Red Sox in the top of the ninth. Pitch in there. Really good slider. And it's 2-2.
I mean, Yastrzemski, is that the best baseball name? It just looks right on a jersey.
So distinctive.
Yes.
And I mean, it evokes so many memories for so many here.
Obviously, we're biased to that name, but it just looks like a baseball name.
2-2. Pitch. Popped up. Left side. Will it stay in play? Bregman over by the Royal dugout. He has room right in front of it. And the Red Sox are an out away. So Kansas City's last hope will be Nick Lofton. No, it won't. Adam Frazier is going to pinch hit for him. So Matt Cutraro is emptying his bench here in the ninth. Two down. Hicks stares in. Pitch. That's right there. 98-mile-an-hour fastball. 0-1. Packed house at Fenway. Attendance report brought to you by Crispy Crunchy Chicken. Find it right here at Fenway. 37,000 plus again. 0-1. Fouled off. Third base side, and the Red Sox are a strike away.
14 pitches, 10 strikes now for Hicks. You'd love to see that with that stuff.
Two down, top nine. 6-2 Red Sox. The 0-2. Swing and a foul. He just got a piece of that. I mean, one strike away from 16 wins in their last 18 games in this park. Amazing. 0-2. Hicks is ready. He throws and a pitch in the dirt. Splitter. He's not thrown that many of those. That one missed a little low, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, with that sinking fastball that does find some barrels, you get a little cautious with that against lefties with that monster looming out left.
One and two. The pitch is a ground ball to second. Hamilton's got it. He throws to first. Ball game over. 7 in a row for the Red Sox. A crochet day ends in another win. The Red Sox have won 16 of their last 18 here at Fenway. They are now 13 games over 500, and it's all pointing in the right direction.
They're just rolling, right? Even as this game went on, and they were pitched very well. The offense wasn't getting anything going, but you just never really give up on this offense. They tend to make adjustments, get rolling, and the bullpen, once again, doing really well for this team.
7 strong from Crochet. A little good fortune off the bats this evening, but karma is worth it. The Red Sox win at 6-2. Nissan post-game show is next on the Shaws and Star Market WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
Our daughter Jessie loves playing detective.
A clue.
But since we discovered she has sensitive skin, we've been playing detective too.
We thought the problem was our puppy.
but it was actually our old detergent.
Aha.
So we switched to Tide Free and Gentle. Tide Free and Gentle provides an excellent Tide clean, and it doesn't leave behind irritating residues like dyes or perfumes, so it's gentle on your skin.
Case closed.
If it's got to be clean, it's got to be Tide Free and Gentle.
I'm Jenna Fisher.
And I'm Angela Kinsey.
And together we have the podcast Office Ladies.
Just because we finished rewatching The Office does not mean we're going anywhere.
Every Wednesday, we'll be sharing even more exclusive stories from The Office and our friendship with brand new guests. Plus, you can revisit all the Office Ladies rewatch episodes every Monday with new bonus tidbits before every episode.
So follow and listen to Office Ladies on the free Odyssey app and wherever you get your podcasts.
Summer adventure awaits in a rugged new Honda. It's time to chase the sun wherever it takes you. With impressive Honda capability and exciting performance. Check out the Passport, Pilot, Ridgeline, or CR-V during the Honda Summer event.
See dealer for financing details.
Want to listen to WEEI on the go? Just download the Odyssey app. Now, back to Red Sox baseball on WEEI. This is the Nissan postgame show. At Nissan, we make cars that thrill. Experience the thrill for yourself today. Shop NissanUSA.com.
Red Sox win again, 7 in a row. They beat the Royals here tonight 6-2. After the bloop hit by Wilyer Abreu, the Red Sox first base dugout looked like the flight pattern at LaGuardia.
I tell you what, all it takes is a life-threatening event to get wins. Let's go for it.
It was worth it in retrospect.
It was, but let's never do it again.
It was a total crime scene on that plane, but guess what? It galvanized the group, and the Red Sox win yet again. 6 runs, 9 hits, and errands, 6 left for the Sox. 2-5, none, and 5. For the Royals, 2:20 to play it in front of 37,013. Crochet gets his 13th win. More ace-like stuff after a 9-day rest. Bergert gets the loss. I thought he was really impressive, but he falls to 1-1. The Red Sox just keep on going here at Fenway.
Yeah, they've been fun to watch. They got pitched well. Bergert was very good, and he did it with not blow you away stuff either, right? He just hit his spots. These guys just kind of grinded their way through this one and picked their spots. To your point earlier, they had some lucky knocks fall in there for some big RBIs, but when things are going right, things are going right. This is contagious right now.
Well, you know, the other thing, though, Will, you're right that there's good fortune involved, but a big part of this surge is that the Red Sox are not striking out as much. And in the modern game, when you put the ball in play, good things happen.
Yeah, that's a great point. How many strikeouts do they have? 2? 2 strikeouts on the night? That's unbelievable. Now, like I said, wasn't power stuff on the mound, but there was some swing and miss on the slider early. But there was a clear intent with 2 strikes to put the ball in play and shorten up and take your B, maybe even C swing. But right now, there's just so much confidence flowing through that dugout and through that clubhouse. It's been a fun thing to be a part of every day.
Yeah, there's no doubt. They are rolling, and they get a chance at another sweep tomorrow. This is getting out of control. They got a chance, Will, to sweep the homestand with the Astros and Royals coming off a couple of wins in a row in Minneapolis. They are doing things, and they're just stacking wins to put themselves in great playoff position.
The Royals are a good team coming into this, right? They were 17-10 in their last 27. Astros had 62 wins when they rolled in here. Not too shabby either. So they're playing good ball, and yes, doing it against good ball clubs. They beat Hunter Brown. They beat Framber Valdez. Look at who is it? Michael Wacha tomorrow.
Should be fun to see Dustin May. We're going to take a very quick break. Check in with the Red Sox clubhouse right after this. Nissan postgame show continues on the Shaws and Star Market, WEEI Red Sox Radio Network.
I'm Rhett.
And I'm Link.
And we're the hosts of the podcast Ear Biscuits. We're just 2 lifelong friends who've been talking about life for a long time.
From being dads to businessmen to all the random things we experience, nothing is off limits.
And now we're talking to you. We're answering your questions, giving advice that you may or may not want to take, and listening to your hilarious stories.
So leave us a voicemail to be part of the show at
1-888-EARPOD1 on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.